sexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
This stream is sponsored by Final One Standing at William Hill. So, people, I'm through to game week 5 by the skin of my teeth after Liverpool beat Burnley in the last minute via a penalty. I am riding on my luck all the way to the very end here, it seems, and the fixtures are fierce this weekend. I can't decide between Wolves at home, maybe Sunderland at home to Villa. Do I trust Chelsea at Old Trafford? Do I look at Bournemouth at home to Newcastle, depending on this Champions League game we're covering, how they fare against Barcelona? I need interviews. I need press conferences. I need team news, injuries. I need to know what's going on because this is very pivotal this weekend. I feel like a lot of us are scared. So let's see what happens. But as always, it is free to play and 500k. QR code, link in the description. Gamble aware, gamble responsibly, 18 and over, UK and Ireland only. If you're in the 500k jackpot still or you're out, you can play the new game, which is 20k jackpot this weekend as well. Same rules apply. If you win, you're through. If you lose or draw, you are out. So if you want to get involved, again, the QR code is there. The app is there. The website is there. The options are available to you. Guys, I need your help. I need advice. I need any sort of information you can give because I really feel like this weekend things are going to get scary for me. Let's see how it goes. Back to the stream, people. Yo, people, welcome back. Welcome back to another watch along. Big up your damn selves in the building. We got a beautiful day of Champions League action here. I must say, this is looking lovely here. Newcastle versus Barcelona and Manchester City versus Napoli in the Champions League here tonight. We had great games yesterday, not so fun for me, but actually every day, to be fair, there's been good games. Even, Quackbag, you know what I'm saying, going back and beating Benfica, Dortmund 4-4 with Juventus. So to be fair, Champions League this week's been fantastic. But yeah, for me, not so great. But we're moving on. There's no reason to dwindle and think about these things any longer. We move on now. It's fine. Let me try and get the teams up on screen. It was extra crazy for me to do these teams because, of course, there's a lot of them. I'm going to throw up, first of all, if I can, the Newcastle Barcelona teams on screen with me here. So check those out. Newcastle versus Barcelona teams on screen. I don't know what people are saying in terms of chances for Newcastle, but let me go through the chat. Those are the teams on screen. Keep an eye on them. Start thinking and feeling with polls and predictions, actually. Let me get that going. I don't know how to feel. About Newcastle's chances. I know exactly what Newcastle are going to do. I know exactly how Newcastle are going to play. It's going to be nasty work. It's going to be probably a bit of a low block that they're kind of forced into, whether they like it or not. Not that they don't have technical players that can actually hurt Barcelona. They have a couple of players that you should definitely look out for, but really well and truly, no striker up front. They're playing wingers. They're playing Gordon maybe as a false nine. There's a high line there, so there's a lot of pace. Could it play into their hands? Alanga's used to going up and, in behind defenses from last season at Nottingham Forest in that low block. Gordon's very quick. Barnes, he's not the slouch. So, tactically, maybe there's something there, people. But I don't know. Because Newcastle aren't going to be very adventurous. They're not going to be very ambitious. It's going to be a very, very, very nasty fixture from them, I think. I think they're going to do a Simeone. I think they're going to do a Burnley. But let's see. Maybe I'll be wrong. They're at home, to be fair. And to be honest, it's a free hit. You're not going. It's not like Newcastle or live and die by this fixture here today. This you still got loads of games after this to try and qualify. So I'd kind of like to think that maybe they might actually try and be a bit ambitious, but I don't know. I don't think they will. Let's see what you guys think in the chat. Let me just change that for a second as well because it's a little bit off. Cool. I haven't got Napoli and Man City benches done. I'll be real right now. Just a little bit all too much. I'll be real. Too many teams to type out today. Right, let's see what's going on in the chat. You think Barnes could do a job for them up front, Skull, yeah? You think Barnes could do a job? I don't know. I mean, Barcelona's high line. Koundé, right back. Araujo, Kubasi. People don't really, I don't know. There's mixed reports on Araujo at centre-back. Some people rate him, some people don't rate him. When I've watched him, which was a couple of seasons ago more frequently, when Barcelona had like one of the best defenses in Europe in terms of the record for goals conceded in Spain, he was brilliant in that. He's aggressive, he's quick, he was covering a lot of ground at right back at times to kind of man mark Vinny against Real Madrid in El Clasicos. So I was really impressed with him. Then he's picked up a lot of injuries. And maybe, you know, Barcelona fans will probably know better than me. Maybe the injuries have taken a toll. Maybe he's started to make more mistakes or have more mistakes in his game. He did sign a new contract, I think, or he was rumored to leave, then he ended up staying. I would have taken him at Chelsea. He was one of those guys that I was looking at. Him, Christian Romero, that kind of aggressive, physical, quick centre-back, good on the ball. You know, he was in that kind of category for me. But the injuries, I don't know if the injuries have done it. So a lot of people saying he's slightly overrated. He's overrated. He's not that good. Let's see how he plays tonight. It's going to be very interesting. But I liked him when I watched him before. So obviously De Jong, Pedri, Rafinha, Lopez, Rashford. Rashford is back in England. Lewandowski. Of course, Yamal is out, which is a shame. Would have loved to have watched Yamal tonight, but what can you do? It is what it is. Right, let me see if I can just, because that's a little bit lower than I'd like. Let's update. No, okay, cool. No problem. All right, cool. What's going on in the chat? What's going on in the chat? Get votes in the poll. Let me throw up. Let me see where we're going with this. Okay, cool. Let's see. Right, let me see what you guys are saying. Pedri ball. Pedri ball. Tell brother Mizzy needs to lower expectations for the season. What? I don't need to tell anybody anything. People can do what they want to do. If they want to have high expectations, leave them to have high expectations. You know? I have high expectations, to be honest. So we need to sort ourselves out. You can't have it every way. People will be like, back the team, defend the players, defend the manager, support the club. Then you support the club by giving ambitious targets and predictions. And then people are saying, you're doing too much. You see how you can't win? You see, you cannot win. For those of you that heard this song before that I'm singing, you cannot win. You understand what I'm saying now? You see the different information that you're just gathering constantly from the fan base. You're either toxic and you hate the team, you don't rate the team, you didn't defend them publicly on the shows, and now everybody's laughing at us. You need to, you see? And then now you got ambitious and the team don't perform, and it's like, you're doing too much, you overrate the team. Bruv, let's just leave it. It's 5-6 games in. Let's just leave it. Let's see where we are at Christmas. I'm gonna keep having high expectations of this team because that's what needs to happen. You need to perform. I'm not even here to talk about what happened yesterday anyway, so it is what it is. Let's see what's going on. No, Yamal is only a positive for who? For Newcastle. Yeah, of course. Not for us as neutrals. I think everybody would have liked to seen a little bit of Yamal ball today. Who is Gravenberch? I don't understand. Did I type Gravenberch on this screen anywhere? Have I messed up? I don't think I have. What's going on? Is it because of the... Oh, okay. There's a comparison going on in the chat between Gravenberch, Caicedo, Rice. Boy, we're gonna be hearing these comparisons for the next decade, aren't we? Caicedo, Rice, Gravenberch. Gravenberch is not someone I expected to be in the conversation when he signed for Liverpool, but to be fair to him, his performances last season were right up there. I think he was top 2 defensive midfielder in the Premier League last season with Caicedo. So yeah, it looks like he's going to be in the conversations. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne homecoming indeed. He's going back to the Etihad. So that's going to be very interesting. Let me see. Can I bring up those teams on screen? I'm sure I can. The only thing is there won't be benches because I wanted to try and start on time. I couldn't get the benches done in time, but let's get these on screen anyway. So ignore Napoli bench, old Chelsea stuff there. But yeah, these are the teams here: Manchester City versus Napoli, and this is a homecoming for Kevin De Bruyne. And I saw even Manchester City fans saying they don't know who they're cheering for today. They don't know who they're cheering on. They don't know who they're cheering for. That's what I heard because of their allegiance to De Bruyne. They don't know if they want to cheer against their own team on Twitter and whatnot. Oh, brother. Let me see. So yeah, look, I haven't watched a lot of Napoli at all. Obviously, Rasmus Højlund is up front. I know McTominay had a great season last year. De Bruyne's gone into that team. So there's a lot going on. But do I expect Man City to not win at home? No, I don't. I expect Man City to win at home. I expect them to do their job. Will they do it? Is another question entirely. But it's a great homecoming. And obviously, we've got our own homecoming next week. Not next week, the week after, when we have Jose Mourinho coming back to Stamford Bridge with Benfica to come and to come and sit on the bench on our stadium and try and take points off us. That's something that I can't take. As much as it's going to be great to have him back, I'm not having him taking points off us for the second Champions League game in a row. We need to win that game. You lot are sleeping on Gravenberch. They haven't learnt why Arojo the bum plays. No way any fan chooses his favourite player over his club. Nah, yeah. I think they're trolling. I think they're taking a mick, but at the same time, you know, that's how much they love Kevin De Bruyne. You do like the starting 11, throwing Gordon up front. Tops keeps the press up and the best forwards playing. Also a spanner in the works for Barcelona, Hansi Flick. Yeah, it's true, actually, because they do have their new striker. I know Wissa's injured. Let me just see. Where is he? Yeah, so I know Wissa's injured. So obviously their new talisman is on the bench from Stuttgart. Voldemort, you know what I mean? He's on the bench. Am I surprised? Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one. It is a tactical decision, isn't it? Because he did play at the weekend and he scored. Great header, by the way, against Wolves. Brilliant header. Wonderful cross. Brilliant header. I think he's like 6'6" or something crazy. It must be a tactical decision to go with the wingers and just have them all interchange, have them all be pretty unpredictable. Can't track any of them. Can't really decide between who needs to mark who and whatnot. Let's see. It's really about how much Newcastle get the ball. Because for me, you know, we know that Barcelona are going to dominate possession. We know they're going to have a lot of the ball. De Jong, Pedri, et cetera, et cetera. So it's really about, are they going to have enough of the ball to actually hurt Barcelona's defense? Because I can see Barcelona just suffocating them and having them in their own half. So let's see. Let me see. I'm going to save this. There we go. Right. Most normal 0-0 game ever. Barcelona aren't all that. Who am I supporting in this game? To be honest, I don't really have a preference, to be honest. Because it's the league phase, and I mean, I'm not talking about coefficients this season, right? So I'm not even doing the whole, let's get the English teams as far as they can so we can get 5 spots. I'm not negotiating with top 4 finish. We're not finishing lower than we finished last season. I'm not having it. We finished 3rd last season, was it? Just ahead of Man City on the final day. Or was it 4th? Sorry, we finished 4th. We could have finished 3rd, but here's what it is. It doesn't really matter. So we finished 4th. I'm not trying to move down the table. So we're finishing minimum 4th, negotiating probably with Man City for that 3rd. Anything higher, I'm going to need to see some better performances and fast. So I'm not thinking about 5th. I'm not thinking about the coefficient. I'm not thinking about the 5th spot. That's really for Tottenham, Manchester United, if they sack their manager, Newcastle, Villa, you know, those teams to start kind of fighting for that spot. That's how it needs to be. So for me, I'm not really going to have a bias towards the English clubs. I just want to see good games, to be honest. I just want to see good football matches. I want to see goals. I want to be entertained. As long as we have goals and there's no 0-0s, I'm pretty happy, because none of these wins or losses today, and including yesterday with Chelsea, as much as it was gutting to lose that game, none of these games are going to define who goes through to the next round of the Champions League, who's in the playoffs, who's automatic qualification. It's too early. It's the first game. So there's no panic stations really for any team that wins or loses on match day 1. So for me, it's just about entertainment, to be honest, and just sussing out who's who, what's what. It's obviously good to see Lopez, player that we was linked to very heavily over the summer. I saw some wonderful goals from him over the weekend. Is he left-footed, guys, or is he right-footed? Because he's got one hell of a strike if he's right-footed. He's got one hell of a strike. He's got some serious goal catalogue. I did kind of compare him to Mason Mount in his 2-time Player of the Year season at Chelsea, especially the first one when he was actually deservingly so the Player of the Year, in my opinion. I kind of compared him to him a little bit. Both feet. Interesting. So, yeah, for me, I kind of compared him to Mason Mount. The best version of Mason Mount, not the version of Mason Mount that obviously has injuries, doesn't really kick on, struggles, etc., etc. Fermin Lopez. I just want to see what his preferred foot is going to be on Google. What are they going to say? I'm going to be watching him very closely. I never really bought into the link, if I'll be honest. I know there was obviously reports, and I never did a video on it because I never even prepped one because I really never felt we were going to sign him. It felt very late. I never really felt like the player actually wanted to leave anyway to join us. I don't know why a La Masia talent that's playing in his in his home club, in his team. Why would he want to leave to come to the Premier League on the final few games or the final few days of the window? It just didn't make any sense. Didn't really feel like Barcelona even wanted to let him go either. So I just never understood. Never really understood where the link came from, why we would even be able to get him, how much he would cost compared to the nasty, nasty 40 million euro or pound bid that we put in the first place. That was way lower than the valuation. It was just a bunch of nonsense. It was a bunch of nonsense. So he's right-footed on Google in his preferred foot, playing style whilst right-footed. He can, et cetera, with his left. So, yeah, it seems like he's mainly right-footed on here. But like I said, I wasn't sure because the way he struck that ball, it was Santi Cazorla-esque. The way that he hit that left foot strike over the weekend was unbelievable. So, Yildiz, fantastic performance, obviously, there midweek against Dortmund. Brilliant finish, great goal. Another player that I would have maybe wanted, well, not maybe, I would have preferred us to go for. If we're going to be young, low wage, all of those kind of restrictions, that's the kind of talent that I would have liked us to try and pick up for the kind of left half space, but we didn't. I'm not saying we didn't try, but I didn't see no bids, and I didn't. Maybe he wasn't available. Maybe he didn't want to leave. Maybe Juventus have got that all locked up. I don't know. But that's the kind of talent on that side that would have been exciting whilst ticking all the boxes of recruitment and all that stuff there. So it's a shame. It's a shame. And we was actually going back and forth about it on X a little bit, a couple of comments, but like our left half space solution right now, currently in our squad, is João Pedro. If you don't like Enzo's performances as the left 8, João Pedro is your solution. He's the perfect player to play in the half spaces in that position. Problem being, who are you going to play up front? Right. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Chelsea need a lot of things. So, yeah, we should look at defenders too. And I don't think the wingers are really the level they should be at. And there's a gaping hole in the backup 10 position as well, which we've filled with a loanee from Brighton. So, and I still don't think we have enough strikers. So, yeah, it's brilliant stuff. It's fantastic stuff. That's why I just kind of put the defender situation to the back of the queue, because I was like, we actually numerically have enough defenders. We don't necessarily have the quality, but numerically we have enough defenders, so we have to trust what we have. Obviously now people are panicking about that. The defense last week hasn't been great, but there's actually positions where numerically we're not covered very well. So pick your poison. But anyway, moving on. So what game should I watch? Try and watch both of them, bro. I'm going to be watching both of them. I'm just going to pull up with... I'm probably going to have Newcastle, Barcelona as my main in front, but I'm definitely going to have Man City, Napoli on as well, because I want to see Napoli. Napoli are the Serie A champions. I think they're favourites again this year. Obviously, Conte being in charge, I believe, is always got to be a favourite for any domestic campaign that he's a part of, considering his record. And look, they don't sign necessarily always the glitz and glamour, but they always sign players that it seems the manager can get the best out of, and they might not be the most pretty to watch, but they're effective for him. So I'm very interested to see how they do at Manchester City. And Man City, even though I do have them as favourites, they have their own flaws. They have their own issues defensively. They have, they can be got at. So absolutely worth tuning in and seeing if they're actually going to dominate and take them apart, or are they going to be susceptible. Big game for Doku, big day for Doku, for Hairline again. Same team as the team that played, I think, against Manchester United from the starting 11. They're obviously the bench we have here somewhere, but like I said, I forgot I was covering 2 games, so I didn't give myself the time to do 4 benches plus 4 starting 11s, but that's my bad. Right. But on the Man City bench, if you want to know, there is Oscar Bob, there is Matheus Nunes, there is Savinho, there is Nico Gonzalez, there is Rico Lewis, Ake, Bettinelli, Trafford, and some other young players as well. So there's a lot of players on that bench that you'll recognise. Right. So we got Newcastle. Right, let's see. How is a blind man watching 2 games? I don't know, to be honest. We'll find out, won't we? Let's see how that works for me. Maybe I won't be able to see shit. Maybe I won't be able to keep track of what's going on. My peripheral vision is not the best. If you, I remember you may have heard me say a few weeks ago, I have a condition. So my right eye is incredibly, significantly, monumentally weaker than my left eye. So if I cover my left eye and I look, it's probably like 80%, 70. Actually, wait, let's not overdo this. Maybe like a 70, 80% vision. I don't know. Probably 70. Let's just say 70. It's not good, but it's not bad, you know? It's like normalized. But the right eye, oh my God, it's cooked. The right eye is cooked. Brother, I think my right eye might be one of the worst right eyes of all time. I think it might be one of the GOATs. I think it might be one of the best. One of the very best blind eyes you'll ever see in your life. This eye, if this was both my eyes, I don't know what I'd do, man. I really don't know what I'd do. So, yeah, the peripheral vision is not the best. It is what it is. It is what it is. What game should I watch? So yeah, try and watch both. I think because I wouldn't be able to tell you which game is worth watching out of the two. I think both games are equally as interesting for different reasons. Conte's really good at setting his team up. I think the way Man City are expected to approach this game suits someone like Conte. We obviously know Conte for Chelsea, winning the league, going to Manchester City, winning 3-1, putting up that defense, putting up that structure, that system, and then hitting them on the counter-attack. So I think tactically, that's a very fascinating game to see if Man City can cope with what Napoli throw at them and how they choose to go about it. De Bruyne, of course. And then also, obviously, like I said earlier, Newcastle, Barcelona, stylistically, again, is just exactly almost the same. It's so fascinating. So for me, I would say both, bro. I would say try and get 2 screens up, and I'll let you know what's going on as best I can in both games. I'm trying not to prioritize any one of them, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get timers up in a second. We are going to be kicking off in a couple of minutes. Let me see. Let me see what Broski's saying real quick. What's going on here? Brother!
What you telling me?
What are you telling me, fam?
We're here, man. Just vibing.
Oh, hold on. Did you enjoy your hating yesterday? Because you said last time I spoke to you, you said you were switching games.
Yeah, bro. You man got packed, bro. You man got dealt with, fam.
Oh, damn. But you're not over that Liverpool defeat. I was watching your video earlier on today.
Listen, man,
Yeah.
It's too much, man. It's too much, bro, man.
We didn't even sing the song this time.
No, man.
We didn't even sing the song.
What song?
Do you know, like, obviously every game we've done, we've been singing the song. Like, and they get the late equalizer. Didn't even do it this time.
Yeah, bro. Listen, that's what it's doing now. You don't even need a hum for that, bro, now, man.
You don't even need a hum.
He don't need that hum. It's becoming inevitable now, bro.
It's peak. It's so peak.
It's just inevitable now, bro. That's what's really pissing me off, bro.
Oh.
It's inevitable now, man.
I was so focused with my own game. I completely forgot what was going on over there. But yeah, it doesn't look great.
Bro, listen, them man, this year, I'm telling you now, bro, like, if they're playing like this now, imagine when they fully click. That's my worry for me. Imagine when it fully clicks.
I hear it.
You see what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
When it fully clicks, it's a different joke, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just like...
There's some people praying that it will never click, but I'm not gonna put up that kind of hopium, I'll be honest.
Bro, I'm just saying, listen, end of the day, yeah, who's going to take advantage? Is it Arsenal? You don't want that to happen.
No.
You're like, man. You have to say, you're against me, bro, man.
I know, but this is... Saeed... Yeah, but Saeed, I'm tired of this, man. I kind of partly wish that we would just take over now, man. Me and you just at the top. These man just move now. Move aside. Me and you in a title race.
That ain't happening, bro.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to ask for favors, man. I'm tired of it. Every single year asking for favors. I'm asking for favors. We need to just move these man out of the way and just...
At least with you lot, though. You lot at least, like, are there, innit? Like, you got the money.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I know, but we keep capping ourselves every season, man. I'm getting a bit annoyed now. We keep capping ourselves. And the people will know what I mean. Certain things we do in the window, we just put a cap. I said it with the striker situation. We just cap ourselves every time. We've now put João Pedro in a position that he can't move into the 10. We've capped ourselves. We've limited ourselves again.
Yes. Bro, This is what I'm trying to say. When I looked at your defense, I was like, bro, you need to add to that defense, bro.
Yeah.
You get me?
It's jarring, bro.
So,
It's jarring.
yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's just jarring, man. I need something to do. But then I don't want really to you look to win this weekend because that means it's at the expense of me. So it's like, bro, it's mad, bro.
Do you not want your manager sacked?
Bro, but at the same time, I would never want my team to lose, though.
Yeah, we're gonna talk soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna let's negotiate. You know what I'm saying? Let's negotiate, man.
Let's negotiate, you know.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, man.
All right. Well, listen, brother. I'll speak to you at halftime anyway.
Halftime,
Yeah. You watching both the games, yeah?
Yeah, both. I've got 2 screens there, man.
Yeah, man. Come on. All right, brother.
We'll catch up, man.
Chat soon. Big up.
My brother.
All right, people. We're a minute in. The clocks should be synced. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. 1 minute in. I might have to sync up my timer a little bit better because I feel like it's a bit off. Both the games are at different points as well, so my timer is not. Can I make it separate? I'd like to think I can. Give me a moment. Might be able to make it work. Barcelona coming forward at the moment. Let's see. Fermin Lopez. What are you going to do for me today, mate? Actually, I don't know what I want. Nah, I just want goals, man. I ain't got no favorite people. I just want the goals. I'm thinking, like, do I need Newcastle humbled? But what does that really do for me? Not really anything, so it's not really necessary. I would like, ideally, to sync up these times, but I'm trying to see if it's possible. Bear with me. Because if I can, I will try and sync up both games exactly where they are, but I don't know if the time is going to let me do that. Man City in possession. I'm expecting Man City to look exactly how they look right now. Low block. Sorry, Napoli to have a low block. Man City to basically have a lot of the ball. And Napoli are just waiting. And also because, and just waiting to strike, basically to pounce and just counter-attack. And same should apply to Newcastle. Let's see. Right, I think we can safely say here. Nah, it's going to keep changing. Both timers. That's annoying. Yeah, sorry, people. I won't be able to do that. Both the games are roughly in the same spot anyway, so. Ooh, there we go. Cool. Get the chat up on the phone. That is a nasty strike. Nasty strike. Is that Diaz again? This Diaz brother loves a long shot. He needs to allow it. I've never seen a good long shot from this guy. Vincent Kompany, I've seen it. Rudiger, I've seen it. From the most unusual suspects, I've seen it. But I've not seen it from him. These Newcastle fans are going to cheer every single tackle, aren't they? Every single tackle. This is what they're doing today. Yeah. Every tackle, every challenge, every duel, they're gonna cheer like it's a goal because they're trying to get this team pumped. That's the kind of cauldron they're trying to create a crazy atmosphere. Mad. Barcelona kits are so clean. He's got to stop doing Liverpool watch-alongs. I haven't ignored your super chat, bro. I'm just seeing it now. Saeed is getting pimp 500k super chat sugar. Oh, did he? Yeah, did he get a 500? That's a mad. Fair play. That's incredible. I don't even know what color that is. Actually, wait. No, we didn't. Did we? We had a day where some of you guys were just going insane, gifting mad memberships and all sorts. Oh, that was close. Woo! But Saeed deserves it, man. He streams a lot. So, you got to support the brother. I don't even know how he streams that much. I told him so many times. I'm tired just seeing how many streams he's doing. I'm like, yo, I'm exhausted. I ain't even the one doing them. He's a proper machine. He is like, I've said it to him before. His channel is like what you'd expect, like a group. You know, if you had like a fan channel, like a group channel, but it's just him. That's the level of content he's doing. Like, you'd think that it's multiple hosts and multiple people, but it's just him. It's mad. Barcelona in possession. I'm trying to keep an eye on both these teams. Doing the best I can. Man City in possession as well. Big up the chat. Big up the chat. Why is Newcastle striker on the bench? Yeah, he's on the bench because I guess tactically, Newcastle are going for rotations. I don't know how quick the striker is. I think he's not slow. Long limbs again, one of those types. Oh, that's a great ball in behind. Oh, you got so what's going on? Is that offside? Barnes. Oh my days, that better be offside. It's offside, it's offside. He's got to score that. Is he offside? He's offside. And that's Barcelona again, playing that offside trap that they're known for. It looks like all of them knew it was offside. They have that absolutely drilled to a T. I'm sure they work on it in training a hell of a lot to be playing that Hairline with Hansi Flick. I'm pretty sure last season they had like the record amount of offsides that they got from opposition teams with the way that they were just set in their ways with their line. But obviously that's Newcastle's challenge to breach that today. But yeah, I think he's just gone for, and again, I'm not sure about the off-the-ball work rate from Voldemort. I'm going to keep calling him Voldemort for the time being. I'm not sure about his off-the-ball press work rate. I'm not sure about his pace. I didn't get to watch their game against Wolves in the full 90 minutes. I just saw the highlights. I saw the goal. Great header. So tactically, maybe he's just going with rotations, unpredictability, interchanging, tracking back, pace, in behind, that kind of stuff. So, and also you got something on the bench. If Wiss is injured, you don't have maybe another senior striker on that bench that you can turn to in a time of need. So he's probably just saving something up his sleeve as well. And some people saying he's not fully fit as well. So yeah, there's loads of reasons, I'm sure. But Gordon's there. I mean, long term, I'm not saying I like that front three, but for this game, very special occasion, I get it. Let's see if it works. Galatasaray just scored, apparently. Galatasaray just scored. And then 1-0 up against Frankfurt in Germany. 0-0 in all the other games. We got a Kazakhstan team as well. I think Real Madrid are traveling to Kazakhstan in 2 weeks' time, which is crazy. Because obviously we were there for Chelsea. Everyone was mocking us, Conference League. And now they've got a team from Kazakhstan in the Champions League. I think our mini little Kazakh Aguero is over there, right? And he'll be playing. So, we need to keep an eye on that. We need to watch him. Hopefully he starts. Don't know if he's going to start. Oh, it's just wide. Pulled wide by Rashford. And the shot tipped over the bar as well for the Manchester City game. Long shot. So 2 shots there. Back to back from both the favourites for these fixtures. Stepev. Am I saying that right? Stepev. That's our young 17-year-old Kazakh striker. Oh, he's chested it down, Doku. He didn't want to head it and he just wanted to take it down. But kind of lost all the time and space that he had. Iceman saying I was pushing my 3-striker theory all summer until needed to push for 3 defender theory. I mean, listen, like I said, we have a lot of defenders. They're just injured. Badiashile, we didn't get to sell. Fofana, we couldn't sell because he's injury prone. Tosin, Chalobah, Josh Achimpong. Obviously, Levi Cole was injured. Hato has to be a makeshift defender. Disasi didn't get sold. So even if Disasi got sold, I still would have thought we would need to sell someone else to bring in another defender. So there was no real point in me pushing for a defender or anyone pushing for a defender because we never sold the defenders we needed to sell to sign a better defender. Like, you know what I mean? If you're going to buy, someone must leave. Fofana, if you've given up on him, he must leave. If you've given up on Badiashile, he must leave, etc., etc. That never happened. Poor pass there from Rafinha. So there was no point me pushing for a defender until I started seeing exits. I knew Jackson was available to be sold. I knew Nkuku was available to be sold. So I pushed for a striker and a 10. We didn't sign a 10 permanently. We got one on loan and we didn't get a striker. We recalled Gu. So that's where we messed up for me. The defense may or may not be good enough, but it's a bad week. But that's a recruitment thing. I can't expect us to buy everything we need if we keep getting things wrong and having to constantly keep replacing them. So this is why I keep my eye on the directors. But yeah, man, we should have definitely got another striker so we could play João Pedro in the 10. Good switch of play. Go on, Napoli. I think Napoli win is what I want, actually. Yeah. Go on. That will rattle Steve's cages on Big Six later tonight. That makes sense. And Newcastle fans they're a little bit cocky, aren't they? Sometimes maybe a Barcelona win is what I want, but then again, I don't really like cheering for Barcelona. We've got history. I think I'll cheer for Napoli, and I won't cheer for Barcelona because they're one of the best teams in the tournament. So if they go out, that would be great. Improves our chances. I disagree, Iceman. I don't think this window was worse than last year. I think last year's was really bad. But this one wasn't great either. I gave it a 6 out of 10 or 6.5. I think I said 6 and flirting with 6.5, and I said we failed. So I don't really give anybody a pass, bro. I'm not gonna keep barking into the camera and getting angry every time this club annoys me. Like, I'm gonna protect my mental health, bro. I was annoyed, but I showed it in a more entertaining fashion. I was in my dressing gown and my tie, and I said what I said. Here's Bernardo Silva. It's probably, yeah, maybe it is generous. But I gave it a 6 because I'm waiting to see what these new signings do. I'm not going to judge everybody based off 5 games. Right now, it's reactionary to say every single statement is conclusive. Let's wait. Let's get to 10 games. Let's get to Christmas. Let's assess. Right now, that's how I have it. I'm not going to make it a 2 or 3 out of 10 because we dropped points in against Brentford and we lost to Bayern Munich. I'm not gonna do that. Ball in behind. $13 minutes. So Barcelona in possession. Out for a throw. Man City as well, probing. Bernardo Silva. They've got Barcelona fans in the gods. Then Barcelona fans can barely even see the pitch up there. Look at that. Mad. Newcastle really are nasty sometimes. Put you up in the gods, man. Can't wait for that Fofana to be sold, says Frosty. We don't have food at home. I think, yeah, it's got to be the last season now. I think for him and Lavia, I think we got to make it the last season now for this experiment of their fitness. If they don't stay fit if they don't improve their fitness, then I'm ready to sell. As much as I like Lavia a lot, he's not irreplaceable. You can definitely scout another midfielder, and Fofana's definitely replaceable now. So my patience is thinning. Here's Foden on the corner. Both these teams got corners at the same time. We've got Man City corner and we've got a Newcastle corner as well. Here's Trippier. Low cross blocked. $15 minutes. And this is where Newcastle will feel that they have to take advantage of the set pieces against Barcelona. I'm sure from a physicality standpoint, they have the advantage. And if they had the striker on, boy, even more height in the team. Ball into the box. court. Trying to go through that Barcelona team and think who's going to physically match up. Araujo's big for that. Yeah, I feel like they have the advantage there in the air. I saw Samuel Smith made his debut last night against Nottingham Forest as well. I was banging on about him a lot last season to get Conference League minutes. Looks like he had an impressive debut for Swansea against Forest. Obviously, he was at Strasbourg. Then he ended up going to Swansea because Strasbourg ended up getting Chilwell. So, hopefully he does well at Swansea. I'm going to keep an eye on him as well. Yeah, no, Lavia's quality. I agree. He's quality. He's the kind of player that I really like. All the traits and attributes that he has, I appreciate a lot. So it would hurt a lot to let go of him, a lot, because there's no doubt in my mind he's going to be a top midfielder if he stays fit. But that's the thing. If he stays fit, if he doesn't stay fit, he's of no use to anyone. So there's no question on his ability. But if he can't stay fit, we have to replace him, and then we have to just take the L. If he sorts his fitness out and goes on to be a top player, that's what happens. There's other midfielders out there. It's not, as much as I like the profile, it's not the most rare profile. Like, it's rare-ish, like how press resistant he is, but you can get players in. Like, it's not like a Haarland or a Kane or someone. It's a good save. Got down quick. Donnarumma, big save for Man City, big save. It's Barcelona in possession again. Pedri on the ball. Donnarumma as well on the ball for City. Good pass. Pedri. Rafinha. Oh, Pope doesn't do well enough for me there, man. He's not strong enough. If you're going to come out for a cross like that, you need to be way more assertive. Lewandowski, he's not playing. He's not playing at all. He's gone for it. He's hurt himself in the process, but he was he's got clattered by the keeper there. It's not a penalty for me, but Pope does get the ball, but boy, it was very, very risky. Obviously, we're not really used to seeing Rafinha play on this right-hand side with Yamal being out, but this is where he played for Leeds under Bielsa all those years. That was a great ball in behind for Haaland. Oh, my days. Is that a red card in this game? Let's take a look. Oh, I don't think you got the ball. I don't think you got the ball, bro. Is that Di Lorenzo? It can't be. Number 28. What on earth? Haaland is like, yo, that is a red card. I don't know if they're doing a VAR check. I have no audio, so... Is that Giovanni Di Lorenzo? Hold on. No, it's not. It's not. Oh, they're looking for a potential red card. This might spoil the game, but in my opinion, it's a red card. It's a red card. Which player was this? Hold on. Wait. He's going to check. This could be a red card for Napoli. It's not Spinazzola, I know that. I didn't get a good look at which player this even was. He's not got the ball. Free kick for Newcastle. That's a red card. I didn't see that. I did not see him touch that ball at all. Should be a red card. He's last man. He stopped Haaland from taking a strike. He's not got the ball. Is he gonna send him off? Yep. He's gone. Red card for Napoli. Red card for Napoli. Who even is this? It's the captain. Oh, okay. It's Di Lorenzo. Is it? Oh, it is. Oh, number 22. That's why I got confused. I thought it was number 28. It's 22. So yeah, Di Lorenzo is sent off. Di Lorenzo sent off because I was looking through the backline. I was like, yo, there's nobody wearing number 28. Is this a midfielder that's come back and just done a madness? Sending off for Napoli. Big player for them as well, going off. Important player for them. But that is a very risky challenge. And this is what Hairline is. Hairline in behind is absolutely unstoppable. Look at that pass in behind. Initially, it doesn't look like it's going to get round the wrong side of Di Lorenzo, but maybe his positioning isn't where it needs to be, or he's blindsided. But look at the way Hairline gets his body in front, and he gives the defender no choice. I mean, he should really stand up and just let Hairline go with the 1v1. But for me, if he does that, Haarland's lobbing the keeper. He's doing that little dink he does, that traditional classic finish he does, and it's 1-0 to Man City. He's gone down. He's tried to stop him. He's too big. He's too powerful. He uses his body too well. You can't stop him. And really, I don't think Arteta and Arsenal will do this, but that is the only way Hairline is getting goals against the likes of Arsenal's defence, is if they actually manage. And this is what I was saying on the Big Six. You would have heard me say this on the Big Six last season. I was arguing with Tobes this a whole heap. Pep has to be a little bit more pragmatic, and he has to be a little bit more direct in his football, because not only he doesn't necessarily always have the right midfield or the right defence to play the high line or whatever, there's gaps in between. Bro, Hairline in space is terrifying. So why would you not try and create that space? You can't create that space if you pack your team in the opposition half and you suffocate your opponents and you slow the game down on all these things. The free kicks blocked. So I said it multiple times last year, especially when City was struggling. They went like 11 games without a win. Change the way you're playing. Change the way you're playing. Look at this now. Man City didn't have anywhere near as much possession as they usually do. Way more direct. Hairline in behind constantly. And he's killing teams. You can't stop Hairline in behind. You actually can't. The only way to stop him is to play an offside trap. Barcelona in Newcastle's box. Nearly trying to make something out of it. Unless you play the best offside trap of your life, you're not stopping Hairline in behind. It's impossible. What do you tell a defender to do? What can you tell a defender to do? Look, against Manchester United at the Etihad, guess how much possession Man City had in the chat? Without looking, guess how much possession? I want you to guess. With a 2.63 XG compared to Man United's 1.52. Double the big chances created. Similar amount of shots. Guess how much possession. Newcastle! Oh, what a save! What a save from Szczesny. Is it Szczesny? No, Garcia, in goal. Garcia. New signing from Espanyol. What a save. That is a superb save. 56, 44, 40, 55, 40, 83. Man City had 45% possession at home to Manchester United. Imagine that. Imagine Manchester United, who can't keep the ball, aren't good in possession, don't have people that can control the game, don't have people that can dictate games. Imagine someone telling you that Man City had 45% possession at home to Manchester United. Imagine. That was done by design. That was done on purpose. And for good reason. Because look how many chances Hairline had. He even missed an open goal. He should have had a hat-trick in that game. And speaking of Hairline, he's just hit the crossbar. I need to get on to Tobes about that. I'm going to grill him. Oh, he's not in the Big Six tonight. Damn. Off the bar. Hairline off the bar. Yeah. Less possession, yeah. Than Man United at home is crazy for Man City. It's a great save from Garcia. Barnes probably should do better, to be honest. Is what it is. It's a great save. Oh, look, they're trying to find him in behind again. Hairline. Nah, I need to bring this analysis to the fore, man. I need to bring this analysis to the fore in the Big Six, man. They were doubting me, man. They were doubting me. They were doubting my analysis. Like, no, Pep can't change. Pep's never going to relinquish possession. No, Pep, no, tiki-taka all the way. Bollocks, bruv. Yeah? Bollocks. Haaland over Kane for me as a striker. It's not a competition. I don't need my striker to do everything. Just put the ball in the back of the net. But Kane puts the ball in the back of the net, though, bro. This is the thing. You're not talking about a striker that hasn't got, 91 goals in 100 games for Bayern or whatever it is. This guy puts the ball in the back of the net. So what are we doing here? Now, I'm not disagreeing with you from that point of view. I'm just saying, I'm not disagreeing with you, your opinion, because I feel like you can pick either one and I can understand why. But I'm saying, you can't just say Haaland scores goals. That's all I want my striker to do. Kane scores goals. He just scores different goals in a different way. But Kane literally scores goals. Kane is literally second to Alan Shearer, a whole Alan Shearer in the Premier League all-time scoring record, and he played for Tottenham. He didn't even play for a team that created the most chances every season or had the best chance creation, had the best midfielders behind him. He played for Tottenham, and he's second to Shearer. And can I remind you, Harry Kane didn't start at 18. He didn't start at 19. He didn't start at even 20 or 21. He started at like 22 years old, breaking into that team, coming in for like Soldado in a Europa League group stage game. And then I think Tim Sherwood, whoever it was, started to give him his big break. We need to start respecting Harry Kane. I'm sorry. I'm not having any Harry Kane slander. Now that he's not at Tottenham anymore. When he was at Tottenham, fine. But now that he's not at Tottenham, let's just keep it a buck. The guy is the guy. You know what I'm saying? The maths is not mathing, lads. That's a lot of goals. Yeah, Haaland's faster. Cool. So what? Haaland's faster. Kane's a better passer. Kane scores a wider variety of goals. Kane creates more chances. It's about preference at the end of the day. But all I'm saying is, boy, it ain't a big, like, I think someone said it was like it's not even close. Yeah, it is close. Trust me, it's close. Because how many times have you seen Haaland go missing in a game because he's got no service? Then people are like, oh, he doesn't do enough and he doesn't get involved because he just literally survives off service, which is fine. But that's what it is. He needs service. Kane don't need service. Kane can get involved in the game. Kane can split a defense open, split a team open with a pass. So let's not start disrespecting those qualities now just because what Haaland's scoring. Because if Haaland's in a game at the Emirates and it's 0-0 and he has no chances, people are gonna be talking. De Bruyne off. No, that's painful. Let me see. Oh no. It's because of the 10 men, isn't it? And you can't have a big 30-something-year-old De Bruyne chasing shadows out there. It's not fair. No, man. Why are you going to ruin the game? I've just clocked. I didn't even see the sub because I was watching the other game. Man's ruined the game. We all came here for a De Bruyne reunion. Maybe a little free kick or something at the Etihad. And he's been subbed off. He's been hooked because of this 10-men situation. You can't have De Bruyne out here on 10-men team at 30. How old is this? How old is this man? 35? How old is De Bruyne, guys? That's such a shame, man. These man are killing the narrative, man. De Lorenzo, this is your fault. He's 34. He's 34. De Lorenzo, this is your fault, buddy. This is your fault. You've done this. And now they've kind of ruined the spectacle a little bit because, I mean, Conte and Napoli were already going to be defensive. Now they're going to be even more defensive with the 10 men. We're not going to see Napoli even cross. Forget the halfway line. They're not even crossing the halfway line from the halfway line. They're not even crossing that line, wherever that line is. It doesn't exist. They're not moving. They're going to be camped in their own box the whole game with one out ball to Højlund. And we know Højlund's hold-up play is absolute garbage. Højlund can't hold up the ball. He can't link and bring others into play. So we're basically watching Man City try to break down Napoli for the rest of the game. Ball in behind. Oh, unlucky. Go on. Elanga. Oh, go on. Oh, no. That's maybe where a striker's lacking when a cross comes in like that for Newcastle and there's no striker in the box. Oh, my days. Man City coming forward. Oh, my days. Shot saved. If Kane plays for Man City, Kane breaks the Premier League record. before Haaland broke it, but Kane would have broke it. So that's how I see it. Guy's too good of a finisher. He would have just broke the record as well. What was it, 36 goals? Would have just broke it himself. If he stayed fit. That's the caveat. Who is watching Quenda versus... Oh, yeah. Is that on now? Wait. Hold on. Is that on now, chat? Oh, it is. Ooh. Ooh, that's a shout. That's a shout. All right, I'm not gonna have it on like that, but I'll keep an eye on it. Like, well, I can't even keep an eye on it because I've only got 2 screens. But if I hear anything happens, I'll just click that straight away. Sporting missed a penalty. Yeah, keep me posted, bro. What's going on in that game if you're watching it? No, I'm not saying all this because Kane cooked me at all, bro. Do you think Haaland hasn't cooked my team as well? Haaland scores against Chelsea. He scored against Chelsea on the first day of last season. Do you remember we lost 2-0 and he scored against Cucurella. Cucurella tried to make a last-ditch challenge and Haaland scored. I've always rated Kane. There's never been a time I've questioned Kane. Even when people have been like, oh, is he world-class and he hasn't won any trophies, I've never entertained any of that. I've always said I'll take Kane at Chelsea in a heartbeat. I'll take Kane yesterday. Even when he was at Tottenham, I don't care. Like I said, I'll take your legends. I said it yesterday. I will take your legends. Give me Luka Modric from Tottenham. Give me Harry Kane from Tottenham. Give me Gareth Bale from Tottenham. I will take your legends. I don't care. Guy's always been 30. He's proven himself long time ago. That's a Premier League winning striker right there. It's a Van Persie to Man United right there. Doku. Oh. I don't know, man. That City game's cooked now. 10 men. To be fair, Napoli are getting forward. They need to score. They need something to hang on to. Yeah, he should have left Spurs a long time ago, it's true, but he's too loyal to the soul. Too loyal to the Spurs soul. If he had left earlier, really, that's the kind of signing Silas Ferguson would have signed him from Tottenham. If Silas Ferguson was still in charge at Man United when Harry Kane was doing what Harry Kane was doing at Tottenham, Man United would have signed Harry Kane. Oh, like it's the most Silas Ferguson Manchester United transfer I've ever seen. That didn't happen because obviously Silas was retired, but he signs him. He literally signs him immediately, no doubt. Corner collected. Napoli. Donnarumma collected that easily. No challenge. No pressure. I'm very interested to see how Donnarumma plays at Arsenal because Donnarumma is going to have a lot of set pieces and corners and wide free kicks and all that kind of stuff to deal with. So if he is collecting these crosses, it's going to be very interesting to see if Arsenal are able to, or how that all works out between the two of them. You know, Arsenal like to put a lot of pressure on keepers and whatnot. So I'm very rarely intrigued by what a goalkeeping performance will look like, but that game I'm actually interested in what Donnarumma is going to do because he's obviously going to have to make saves as well. But Haaland, like, can he stop Arsenal from being a threat on set pieces by just being that good at cross collection? We haven't really seen goalkeepers be that good where they actually stop Arsenal themselves. We always talk about the marking, we always talk about the strategy for the defenders, but is the goalkeeper just going to be so good at cross collecting that he actually just claims all of the crosses? Donnarumma is definitely capable. When you played against Alex, it was basically a job interview. It's true. Clearance. Oh, this is a great bit of play from Barcelona. Oh, it's into the side netting from Rafinha. It's into the side netting. The way that Rafinha And apologies if you think I'm being disrespectful. But the way that the Rafinha has gone from Leeds to Barcelona captain, right? When at Leeds, he was a very good player, but he was not what he is now. Certainly, considering his age, he was pretty much in his prime. So he wasn't like a kid who just needed to develop. He was pretty much, mid-20s. He's gone from right wing to left wing and actually shelling out and scoring goals on his left foot at left wing, which is possible. People think it's not possible. It is possible, depending on the profile. That is something that Pedro Neto needs to do. He needs to be like Rafinha. That's what he needs to be. Hard-working. Rafinha was an absolute dog at Leeds. Worked so hard at wing-back. Forget all this cutting in on your left foot nonsense. Forget all of that. Work your ass off on the left. Get yourself into goal-scoring positions. Crash the box. Bang in goals. Rafinha sometimes scoring with his right foot. Pedro Neto, with that weaker foot on the crossing, you should be doing that too. That is if you're talking like someone to follow, profile-wise, that's what Pedro Neto should be aspiring to be, is as close to Rafinha as possible. Because you're not like gifted. And Rafinha wasn't really gifted at Leeds, really. He was technically, he was good, but he wasn't gifted, I wouldn't say. So I'd say that's the way he should try and copy him. Yeah, he was always rated, bro, but there's a difference to being rated, and there's a difference between that and then going for a Ballon d'Or. Like, he ain't rated anymore. He's on a Ballon d'Or charge, and he's Barcelona captain, and he's, what is it? We were talking record Champions League goal scorer in a single season. I know there was more games and whatnot, but even still, we're not talking rated anymore. This is not a bottom 5, bottom 6 Premier League team, and we rate you. You're one of the best wingers in the world. This is different. He was. But, Neto was also wanted by other Premier League clubs. Arsenal fans were interested in Neto, some of them. Liverpool fans were, Grizz always had good compliments for Neto. We obviously ended up getting him. So it's not like Neto wasn't also rated to a degree. It's just Neto had more injuries. I think Rafinha was really durable at Leeds. Never really saw Rafinha get injured. Still doesn't. Whereas Neto got a lot of injuries, so he was kind of capped a little bit at Wolves. Barcelona again, really, really getting closer and closer to that first goal at St. James's Park. Barcelona, really good play at times. They've won the ball high up the pitch again. This is brilliant pressing from Koundé. They've got the ball on the edge of Newcastle's box. Newcastle getting deeper and deeper as the half goes on. 38 minutes gone. They look like they could concede at any moment now. They're trying to stay organised, but Barcelona are causing problems. Rafinha just won a free kick in a really good position as well. I wonder if he's going to take it. Frankfurt 1-1. Listen, Rafinha has to be in the world-class convos. He's simply done far too much now to not be rated as one of the best wingers in the world. Even though, stylistically, people are always going to have Vinny ahead of him. Or if you count Mbappe as a winger, of course, Yamal, maybe even Kvaratskhelia. He's never going to win over the aesthetics people. But at the end of the day, similar with Salah at times, if your production is that high, which it is for him, then you just have to understand that the brother is maximizing his talent completely. He's just had the free kick go over the bar. So it's 1-1. Frankfurt equalised against Galatasaray. Own goal. I think that's Davison Sanchez, is it? Former Tottenham defender. Yeah. Colombian. Is he Colombian? I think he's Colombian. Manchester City in possession again. 39 minutes gone. Don't know if there's a substitution going on, is there? Tonali? Someone's coming off, I think. City just probing. Clipped in. Oh, that's a lovely little attempt from Reinders to try and carve out an opportunity for himself. Just didn't quite get enough on. Yeah. He's unlucky. Would have been a world-class goal if he did it, if he got it pulled off completely. Corner for City, Foden's going to take. Newcastle currently in possession as well. Barnes. Oh, he played the wrong pass, man. Oh, City. Doku? No. Go on, shoot. It's Bernardo Silva. He's going to cross. Header. Big save. Big save from the keeper, Napoli keeper. Is Hairline wearing the number 10? Say it ain't so. Say my eyes deceive me. Say I'm blind. There's no way Hairline's wearing the number 10. You're bugging. No, I refuse to believe it. It's number 19. I'm bugging. Number 19. Someone's down injured. Still 0-0 in both these games, man. The heck? We had all the excitement, all of the fun, all the goals in the first 2 days of the Champions League. And here we are now, getting shafted. $41 gone. Vinny's clear of overrated Rafinha, only because Barca fans crying and forcing. In terms of aesthetics, Rafinha is way ahead of Vinny for me. Okay. Didn't expect that. Who are you taking, Kvaratskhelia or Elise? Chelsea need Kvaratskhelia more because we need a left winger. But Elise is the better player for me. I don't know, actually. No, yeah, I think Elise slightly edges it for me. Yeah. But it's close, man. Like, Kvaratskhelia is top tier, but yeah, I think Elise as a player slightly edges it for me. But yeah. Yeah, his goal yesterday, Kvaratskhelia, was incredible, bro. Incredible. It's an insane finish. Both top wingers. Both. Just have both. Imagine you had a front line of Elise and Kvaratskhelia in your wing positions. Oh my days. Oh my days. That would be nuts. Ball in, headed away. Switch. Claimed. How we got 0-0s in both games? What's going on here? It's very tactical, isn't it? I mean, we did say stylistically it was going to be a very, very perfect matchups for the low block teams because they actually prepare themselves for these situations. So they are now doing exactly what they were seeking to do, which is sit in front of their goalkeeper and mark space. And Man City are struggling to break it down. Barcelona are struggling to break it down. They both had a few half chances, but the defenses are winning so far. And if you want Newcastle to set up defensively in the Champions League, we've seen it a couple of years ago when they were up against the PSGs and the AC Milans in the group of death. And we've seen it from Conte. If he needs to do it, he knows exactly how to do it. So, boy, very, very difficult games. I think Man City should be breaking down Napoli in the second half with the 10 men. And Barcelona, I think, have got the quality to break it down and wear Newcastle down at the end. But it's slim pickings. Newcastle are going to time waste. They're going to win fouls. They're going to be ugly. That's exactly what they're doing. No one should be desperate for a win as well on an opening match. So I don't know Barcelona. Well, they go to Barcelona have got to travel to Chelsea as well. I'm not sure what their most difficult game is of their fixtures. I assume they got a big team at home as well. I don't know if it's Liverpool. I can't remember who they got. Is that McTominay? It is. Napoli are on the edge of the box, you know. They might get some. Oh, what have you done? You miscontrolled the football. Attack breaks down for Napoli right at the end of the half. They got about 3 minutes left in this half. Could have easily made something of this. PSG. Oh, is it PSG? They have PSG at home. That's a tough one. That's a tough game. That's gonna be a great. That's the game everybody wanted in the Champions League final, because we saw how Inter Milan got absolutely cooked by PSG in the Champions League final. We all know Barcelona would have fared a lot better because they just would have gave a lot more in possession going forward. High line, you know, probably would have caught PSG in the offside trap a bit better. But yeah, that's the game that everybody wanted in the Champions League final. So that's gonna be a great game. I'm definitely watching that. PSG versus Barcelona. PSG beat Atalanta 4-0, I think, last night, with that Kvaratskhelia incredible goal. So we're definitely watching that. Bernardo Silva, twisting and turning, cut back. That's a brilliant opportunity. Oh my God. That is incredible defending. He has just saved Napoli there with that goal line clearance that ends up going into his keeper's arms. Reinder's shot, I think he's going right. Is it Reinder's that gets a shot off? It's going right into the bottom corner. And this goal-saving challenge ends up going straight into the keeper's hands. He didn't make a move, the keeper. He was never getting to the shot. Ball's just trickled into his hands. Crazy. Should have been 1-0. It's going to be half-time in St. James's Park very, very soon. 2 minutes added on. So cross is going to come in. Oh, wide. Half time at St. James's Park. Half time. Very, very cagey affair in terms of Barcelona trying to break down Newcastle. Newcastle having a few opportunities, to be fair, on the break, where they could have maybe done more. Garcia had to make a couple of saves. But it's exactly how we expected it to go when we was talking at the start of the game. Newcastle defending on the edge of their box. Very, very resolute. Very, very well organised. And Barcelona simply just keeping the ball, trying to suffocate them and trying to break them down. And it's exactly the same in the other game with Manchester City versus Napoli. Man City, again, having the ball, dominating possession, probing, looking for gaps, looking for opportunities, trying to create. And Napoli just sitting in front of that box, defending deep and then trying to counter. I can't really remember too many Napoli opportunities, to be honest. So, and they're obviously down to 10 men, so even worse for them. But Frankfurt are 3-1 up against Galatasaray. We've missed 2 goals. I've not updated you. 3-1 over there. They've come from 1-0 down, and they're now 3-1 up. I'm guessing they've just scored right before half-time on that free kick. Sporting Lisbon also 1-0 up as well. So, yeah, mad. Woo! Bomba hole. Let me ring Saeed, man. Or wait. Let me just check. Is anyone else doing watch alongs that? Let me see. I couldn't get a hold of Eunice yesterday because signal was peak. Also, plug. Obviously, Big Six is 10:30. Big Steve, we're waiting for him to get back from the Etihad for the Napoli game, so that's why we're going a lot later today. He'll be back maybe 10 minutes into the show. But also Mob, right? There's 2 watch-alongs this weekend. Obviously, United versus Chelsea. That's where you'll find me. Obviously, I'll do the review here. It's not going to take me long to get there. You know what I'm saying? And that will be me, Geordie. Geordie's back from my left. Geordie, Man United fan, will be there. Turkish will be there. Tobes will be there. And then on the second watch-along, which is on Sunday, Arsenal versus Manchester City, it will be Turkish. There is no Man City fans, so there's no rep. But we have Tobes, we have myself, we have Grizz. So back-to-back mobs this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Both of them, the late kickoffs, live. And yeah, a lot of jeopardy and a lot going on. And there's a Merseyside derby at 12:30 as well, which obviously we're not covering, but that's a great game as well because Everton actually look good this season. They got some of their own threats, and Liverpool are conceding goals. I actually am tempted to do a watch along for that. Can I do that? I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I can because I think the things I'm trying to get done in this room to finish off this studio is happening on a Saturday, so I don't think I can do that. But yeah, that's going to be a great game. I'm kind of jealous that I can't do that now. Jealous of whoever's doing that game. Damn! All right, let me ring Saeed. Everybody else is... There's not many people streaming this, from what I can see on YouTube. I don't know if I'm wrong, but not many people covering this game. See what's saying in the chat as well. What's going on in the chat? All right. Tell him, call me back. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Am I gonna jinx it? There's nothing to jinx, bro. I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing to jinx. I'm not. Are you saying jinx the weekend, or are you talking about jinxing now? There's nothing to jinx now. I don't give a damn about what happens today. There's nothing to jinx now. Both these games are what they are. Napoli being down to 10 men, we know for a fact that they're not going to come out of their half in the second half. So it's all Man City, and it's just whether or not they can break them down. As soon as Man City break down Napoli, they should go on to win the game. If Newcastle can hang on against Barcelona, but as soon as Barcelona break them down, again, I probably would say that Barcelona are going to go on to win the game, because as soon as they do that, Newcastle are going to come out. Newcastle are going to start taking risks. They're going to start putting men forward. They're going to start opening some gaps up. And Barcelona, for me, will take advantage of that. So I think these games have got a goal in them. And then once those goals happen, if those goals happen, it's pretty much going to go in that direction. Why the red? It was a last-ditch challenge from Di Lorenzo on Hairline. Again, Hairline in behind, making that run, which, is surprising to see Napoli even have any space in behind for Hairline to run into. But they did in that occasion. And the late tackle goes in. He mistimes it. He doesn't get any of the ball. Down to 10 men. And that's what Hairline does. He stretches defenses. He makes you backpedal. And there is only one way of stopping him, which is to foul him. You either foul him or you let him go 1v1 and let him do what he's going to do, which is probably score. So it's a lose-lose situation, because Hairline doesn't really miss much of those 1v1s. So it's a lose-lose. And when you have someone like that who is guaranteed to cause problems in those scenarios, you have to try and make those situations happen as frequently as possible. So for me, yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one for Napoli. Now they took the risk and they paid the price. I don't really know what they're going to do from here, to be honest. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to have to keep defending and pray. Chelsea can beat this Barcelona team 100%. Look. I think we can beat anybody on our day, but we actually have to have that day. We can't keep talking about it. We can't keep whispering. We have to have the day, and we have to keep having days like that. Now, we've moved on from Bayern. We did not have that day. We need to now beat Man United. And we need to show and prove that we are capable of having a statement result in the Premier League, which, again, with an asterisk, because Man United are that bad. But for ourselves, that's a record that we're trying to overturn. And that's not even one of the best teams in the league. That's just PTSD. So that's not even a full statement. That's like a half statement, winning at Man United, because it's not an easy place to go. Big teams, they know Arsenal went there 1-0. So, you kind of just have to get in and get out. Unless you're Liverpool go there and batter them. But everybody else, mainly, Man City, I've had their fair few batterings over there as well. Mostly, it should be tight. It should be difficult. Back five as well. Going to Old Trafford, it's going to be a back five. They're going to play the 3. The wing backs probably going to end up being a 5. And we have drawn against 2 back 5 teams already in the Premier League this season. So that's not good. All right, let's go. What's going on in the chat? What the hell is this football? Yesterday was much better. It's true. It's true. Yesterday was much better, but it's what it is. Different type of games today. In the games yesterday, you have teams that are maybe both looking to attack, both looking to assert themselves, and you get opportunities, you get gaps opening. These games here are actually really, they're really predictable in terms of you know exactly who's not going to try and force the issue. You know exactly who is, and it's panning out exactly how we expected it to. You know, the only way to get entertainment is the team that's probing scores early and takes that lesser team out of their low block, out of their comfort zone defensively, and makes them play football, makes them get aggressive, get up the pitch. Then you've got a back and forth game. But whilst it's still 0-0, Newcastle will take a point against Barcelona, and their fans will celebrate that at the end of the game, and they'll punch the air and they'll take the tops off and they'll go nuts. Newcastle is still Newcastle. Barcelona is still Barcelona. It's a big point for them. And Napoli will take a point at Etihad all day long. So I'm not even angry. I wasn't expecting these guys to open up with the managers they have in charge of their clubs, with what I've watched them do previously in similar circumstances. So I'm not going to get angry with teams doing exactly what I expect them to do. When teams don't do what I thought they'd do because they just decide to become nasty, decide to be a dirty team that don't play when they have no history or record of doing so, then I feel like I've been cheated. Then I feel like I've purchased a product and there's jam in the butter. There's marmalade in the can of tuna. Now I'm thinking, yo, I didn't purchase this. What's going on with this product? This is exactly what it says on the tin. This is exactly what it says on the tin. So we can't really get too angry about it. I think Grizz has a burner channel called UncTube. I don't think he does. Grizz barely even knows how to use his actual channel, let alone his burner. He's not good with technology, so he's not gonna have a. I don't even think he even knows what a burner is. He's not gonna have a burner. Trust me. There's no way he's gonna be able to switch between accounts. He can't do that. Trust me, that's not happening. Right, let's see what's going on. Right, I need to see super chats. Am I missing something? Big up for becoming members as well, Dan and Frosty as well. Big up to you. Let's see. Oh shit. Check the vids. Newcastle's doing better than Chelsea, says Harry. Well, yes, I guess, because Newcastle are not losing and we lost. But it's two different approaches, you know. I think Chelsea did try to play football a little bit. They tried to score a bit more. They tried to take the game to Bayern in patches because they have more quality and they should have more quality than Newcastle, so they should do that. Newcastle are not doing that. Newcastle are not trying to take the game to Bayern. They're very much sat defensively in their block and they're very happy to just fill the game out. And maybe in the last 10, 15 minutes, they'll bring on the striker. Maybe then they'll start to push the issue a little bit and they'll try and sneak the game 1-0. That would be incredible. But it's a different strategy. Your Romero shout this summer was actually dead on. He's turning out to be a top centre-back. Bro, when I made those picks, I was very meticulous with them. They were all big names because I knew what I was getting myself involved with in every single one of those picks. I didn't pick players that I wasn't sure about or I hadn't seen enough of. Every pick was pretty damn bait in terms of I've seen them play a lot of football. And the Romero shout was purely ticking boxes. As a defender, I need boxes ticked. How many boxes can you tick? He ticked a lot of them, almost all of them. And to be honest, he's not really had many injury issues recently. He hasn't really had any disciplinary issues recently either. A lot of people talk about that red card stuff, but that's really an old narrative now. If you actually go and look at Romero's disciplinary, he's not really been sent off or had any issues in recent times, in the last year or so. So for me, when I was looking at getting boxes ticked, and to be honest, the only thing I got wrong is I thought his contract was running out this year, but I think it's actually 2 years, and now he signed a new contract. But he's a captain, he's a leader, he's experienced, he's got experience in a high line, an incredible high line that is audacious, that is offensive in Ange. So he was never going to even play that level of high line, but you need to have experience in a high line, offside traps, all that stuff. Aerially, he's dominant, he can score from set pieces, he's aggressive, he's good in duels, ground. He's quick enough. He's great on the ball. What do you want? Bro don't have no weaknesses, really. Bro, the only weakness bro has is himself, if he's locked in or not, or his head's gone. He's a good player. And that's why Atletico Madrid were interested in the first place. When Atletico Madrid are interested in a centre-back, I take a bit of notice and I say, hold on. Let me look at this guy. Because, Atletico Madrid, they know about their defending. They used to anyway. So yeah, for me, that was my one. Bastoni's not happening. It's unrealistic. It's not happening. Mark Gurhey, I'm not sure. We need an A-side. We need an A-side centre-back. We need an A-side centre-back. Because Cole was out for a year. But anyway, it is what it is. Don't take my predictions on DR Sports seriously, because there's no consequences for my predictions. Don't take them seriously. There's no consequences. We can say whatever we want. It's going to get clipped. That's the only consequence. But, there's no repercussions. It's not like there's a forfeit or anything. So sometimes sometimes I'm serious, and sometimes I'm throwing something out there that I want to happen. Like, I want Arsenal to lose, so I might predict it. Or I want Man United to lose, so I might predict it. And then sometimes I actually think it will happen, and sometimes I'm playing a little bit. It depends. Are we beating United? I said 2-1, I think, to Chelsea against United. I hope I did, because that's how I'm thinking and feeling right now. I'm trying to be optimistic, but at the same time, it's not going to be an easy game, because it never is. So I'm not going to say a 3-0 anymore, 4-0 or something. It's just not going to happen. I would love it. I would absolutely love it if we battered them, but I'm not going to run before I'm walking. I'll take a win. I'll take any win at this point at Old Trafford. I don't really care how it comes. Still waiting for the second half of these games to kick off. So that's where I'm at with Old Trafford right now. I can't ask for anything other than just win the game, because you have to. Win the game because you have to. What team am I picking final one standing? I don't know. I still don't know, bro. I still don't know. I'm in it. I was almost out of it last week because Liverpool scored a last-minute winner for the penalty. I picked Liverpool. So if they had not scored that, I would have been out. Man United, when they won 3-2 against Burnley, they scored a last-minute penalty. Again, I picked United. I almost went out. It's so hard to pick this weekend. If I go through the fixtures, let me see. This is free to play, by the way, people. So let me look at the fixtures this weekend quickly before we go again. Liverpool versus Everton. I can't pick Liverpool. I've already picked them. Wolves versus Leeds. I'm looking at Wolves, but Larson is a doubt up front, so I don't think Larson's gonna play or start against Leeds. That's a big blow. West Ham against Palace. I've not picked either of them. I can't trust those teams. Burnley, Forest. I don't trust anyone there. I've actually already picked Forest. Have I picked Tottenham? I don't know if I have. I need to check. Brighton versus Tottenham. I don't think I'd pick them anyway. United versus Chelsea. I could pick Chelsea. I've not picked Chelsea. I was going to pick Chelsea against Brentford, but something told me don't do that. And I was right. I was right not to, which is gut-wrenching, but it is what it is. Fulham versus Brentford. Fulham, maybe. Sunderland at home to Newcastle. Again, maybe Sunderland at home. Villa have not scored a goal this season. Bournemouth home to Newcastle. Maybe they'll be tied from tonight. Maybe Bournemouth. And Arsenal, I've picked already, and City, I think I've picked already City. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm not sure what to do. I wouldn't pick them anyway in that game. I wouldn't pick either of them. I don't know what to do. I'm tussling between Wolves, Sunderland, and Bournemouth. I don't think I'll pick Chelsea, if I'm being serious. I don't think I'll pick Chelsea because I don't need Chelsea doing me dirty. I'm already nervous when I'm watching games. I don't need them to do me dirty twice. So I think I'll keep it separate. And to be honest, 50% hit rate, 2 wins, 2 draws. I would have been out twice if I picked them, through twice if I picked them. So that 50% rate for Chelsea is not very good right now. So I probably might stay away from them. Right, second half's kicked off for Newcastle versus Barcelona. So bear with as I get this timer on screen. We've kicked off. I think there was more added on time in the Man City game, so that's going to be a late kickoff in comparison. So I'm just going to have my timer in sync with Newcastle, Barca. And go from there. Yeah. Okay, no, Man City. Oh, no, they've kicked off. They've kicked off. In fact, maybe I've got this the wrong way around. It actually might be... It might be Man City game that's ahead. Let me see. I think it is, guys. I think Man City game is actually ahead. I think it's the other way around. What do I do now? There's actually a good 30 seconds in between the two games. And I've got my timer right in the middle. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. My timer is in the middle of both the games. There's a 30-second difference split. Man City is currently ahead and Newcastle are behind. So I'm in the middle. I don't know if that helps. All right, cool. Second half's kicked off. Let's do it. There's this new thing where teams are doing the kickoff where they kick it to the other side of the pitch. They kick it to the other side of the pitch and then they win the throw-in. The opposition team get the throw-in and obviously then they decide to start counter-pressing them from that part of the pitch. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Is it some woke nonsense or is it actually some legit stuff? Let me know in the chat. How do you feel about that tactic? Would you like your team to do that tactic if they don't already do it? Let me know in the chat. I don't know how I feel about my team immediately giving away possession at the start of a match to counter-press. I don't know if I'm on board. I don't know. I don't think I'm on board. I think my team would have to be incredibly good at counter pressing for me to want to see that. And we're not that level yet at counter pressing for me to be entertaining it. Corner for Newcastle. Don't like playing from the back, proper stuff. It is. It feels like something that like Tony Pulis would do. I don't even want possession. You take it. Here you go. Kick it forward. Take possession. We immediately want to be defensive. It could have been seen as a defensive thing. It could have been seen as an attacking thing. Counter press or you don't want the football. Imagine you just booted the ball out for a throw and you immediately went back into a low block from the start of the game. That would be so funny. No press, no possession, no nothing. Because say you know the other team are really good at pressing. So you know as soon as you kick the ball to your half, into your own half, to your own player, you know that they're going to press the living daylights out of you and you're going to have to hoof it anyway. So imagine you just hoofed it from the beginning because you ain't got no ball playing guys. Oh, what a chance for City. And then as soon as you boot it out for a throw and your whole team just turned around and stood in a low block. I'm waiting for the day somebody does that. They have to go and retrieve the ball and run 60 yards to get into your half while you're waiting for them. That would be such a... I don't know if that would be intimidating for the team that have to go and get that ball, take the throw in, and see that you, all 10 of you, are on your end of the pitch in front of your box, standing there with your hands on your hips like this. I don't know if that could be intimidating. Could be a psyche thing. Imagine on the opposition team, you're the team that's got to go and get that throw in. As soon as you take the throw in, you pass it to your teammate. You're expected to be pressed. You look up and you just see all of them standing there in 2 rows of 5. That would be a madness. That's mad. I would love to see that. Oh, good interception. Man City. Right, Barca in possession. I'm not seeing enough from City right now. They're moving the ball very slowly. Oh, De Jong, great pass. Rafinha. Pedri. Oh, he's found the gaps. Oh, he tried to not make him. No way. Oh, my days. What a block. Rashford almost. Oh, Man City. Oh, Foden. What a chance. Phil Foden. Oh, my days again as well on that side of the game. Phil Foden receiving. Left foot kind of dragged his strike wide of the post. Doku found him in the box. Touch was very, very bobbly, very messy. And his shot was even messier as well, to be honest. Never really had it under control, Foden. Had to rush his shot. Touch didn't help. Rough. Yeah, there's Big Six tonight. I'll redirect you. I'm redirecting you. And then they'll redirect you. And then they'll redirect you again. It's on at 10. It's on at 10:30. Which means I might have time to eat some food. 50 minutes gone in these games, 51. Right, so Shah's on the ground, is he? Is it? I think so. It's an injury for Newcastle at the moment. So there's nothing really going on at the moment whilst they're attending to him. Here's Doku for City. Boy, he's just breezed He's breezed past him. He's had to pull him back, and he's been booked. Didn't have a hope in hell in keeping up with him. What's the other scores? Is there any more goals? How we got 2-0-0s? What kind of disgracia is this? Seriously. What in the disgracia is going on here? And in the early kickoffs, 4-1 to Club Brugge versus Monaco, and 2-2 between Copenhagen and Leverkusen. This is a disgrace. This is exactly how we drew it up. I'll be real. This is exactly what we drew up, guys, at the beginning of the watch along. We knew it would be like this, man. Ay. These teams know how to defend. This is proper defending. Oh, Man City, nope. Fair play to Napoli, especially because they're down to 10 men and they're away from home. So I've got even more appreciation for the job they're doing. Newcastle, they're capable of doing it, so it's not a shock. And they're at home, so they got their crowd cheering them. But Napoli, to go away from home, down to 10 men, and to be disorganized, yes, they're making it very difficult for City. Shot straight down the keeper's throat there, Garcia. Tonali asking for a handball, not going to get it. Napoli back in possession. Can I get one counter-attack, Napoli? One. That's all I'm asking for. Can I get one counter? Don't ruin this play now by giving the ball away in the build-up. He's done well. I remember the days of Napoli having like Cavani, Higuain, Hampshire. Who else? Oh, there's someone else I'm forgetting. Why is he escaping me, man? I think he was a forward as well. No, this is crazy. Someone is escaping my memory in that Napoli era. Inzaghi. I don't know if it was Inzaghi. Lavezzi. That's the one. Lavezzi is the one. Inzaghi's a baller at Napoli, but Lavezzi was the one I was thinking about. The Argentine winger. Raspadori, yeah. I mean, this more recent. But yeah, like they've had some good forwards, man. They've had some good forwards. But Lavezzi was the one I was thinking about, yeah. Cavani, Lavezzi, and Hamshik. That front line. That was good. That was good days. Good days, man. Good Napoli. Argentina had a stack of forwards, man. Argentina, Tevez, Aguero, Higuain, Messi, Lavezzi. Who else was there? There's other guys as well. Bare forwards, man. To the point where it wasn't even making sense. Too many forwards for their own good. Could never balance out the team. Could never really get them all in. It was impossible. It wasn't even worth trying. There's other guys I'm forgetting. Yeah. Dybala, of course, Dybala as well before the injuries. What's his name? Yeah, Mertens. Shout. Belgium. Haaland! Oh, Haaland! Haaland! Haaland for Manchester City! 1-0. They finally breached Napoli's defense. It's a great header, to be honest. It's exactly the kind of pass that you've got to make against a block like that as well. It's the kind of pass that a Pep would have seen in his days at Barcelona when they used to break those La Liga low blocks for fun. It's that intricacy. It's that scoop. Phil Foden, absolutely exquisite from Phil Foden. I'd actually want to give more credit to Foden than Haaland. It's a simple header. Well, listen, it's a good header from Haaland in the end, but he's running onto it. He doesn't even have to jump. He just lets it hit. He lets it hit his head. He controls it, and he just lets it dip over the keeper. But Foden to receive, to turn, and then to scoop it into Haaland is world-class playmaking from Foden, I'll be honest. It's top-tier playmaking. It's exactly what you need against a low block. It's exactly what you need when you're struggling to find a way through. It's all Foden. It's all Foden, that goal. Brilliant. That's the levels from Foden that people expect. 1-0 to Manchester City. It's a great goal. Napoli have held out, but it took a moment of brilliance, really, for them to... do you know what? I've just clocked. I've copied and pasted it, so that's why I've got an issue there. Let me sort that out. How do I fix this? But yeah, 1-0. And that's... Is it game over? I mean, for me, it probably is, yeah. I can't really see how... Napoli are going to get back into this with 10 men. I'd love to see them try. Where do I go for this? Man City's still in possession. No. Yeah, this game's finished, boys. Man City, they're going to keep ploughing away. They're going to keep looking for openings, but it's the fact that Hairline's up front for me. That's what ruins this. I know he scored a couple of goals in Serie A and whatnot, but this is a whole different... You're back in England. You know what I'm saying? You're back in England. I don't know where you've been. I don't know what you've seen, but welcome back to England, Hairline. Welcome back to England. And there's no way this guy is going to come to the Etihad and spearhead no attack with 10 men. It's just not happening. So, yeah, not for me. Not for me, I'm afraid. There's no way there's no way he's going to help Napoli come back. He doesn't have the quality. You're asking this guy to hold up the ball. You're asking him to do things he can't do, to be honest. How the heck am I going to fix this? I don't understand. What is going on? Select color. I'm not sure about this, chat. I'm going to have to sort this out. Well, not now, so I can't really do anything about it now. Yeah. I'm not used to doing double watch-alongs, and this is why. Yeah, I don't know why it's cut off like that. Yeah, it's what it is. Weird. Wait, that's no. I need to change it. Right. Let me get this game back. Oh, shit. Bruv! I've missed it. This is bollocks. I tried to sort things out for you guys, and I end up missing something. I waited all this time for a goal. And as soon as I come back from this dead game where there's not been nothing going on, so I said, you know what, let me try and fix things for the people. I come back and some bollocks. I'm not blaming you, but I'm not blaming me. Because what I was trying to do was for you. Oh, Rashford as well. You know what's happening in these games? Everything's happening at the same time. The chances are at the same time. The goals are at the same time. Like, they're just copying each other. And both the teams that have been trying to break down blocks are doing it at the same time. Whenever there's a shot, it's repeated. Whenever there's a chance, there's repeated. And now there's a goal, it's repeated. I don't understand. what's going on. And now I've got to change the score. You want me to change the score and miss another goal? The thing that I wasn't trying to do, I now need to do. I'm going to end up missing another goal. Oh my God. I feel sick to my stomach. Yeah, 4 changes for Newcastle. That's crazy. Joe Linton, Barnes, Elanga, Fabian Schär, all coming off. Willock, Murphy, Voldemort up front, all coming on. This is mad. I can't believe that's happened to me. Right, we can see everything now. I feel sick. To my stomach. I've been waiting for that goal this whole damn time. Apparently Rashford's done a Salah, so it seems like I've not missed a absolute classic. Is that correct, chat? Rashford's done a Salah, they're saying. What does that mean? To be fair, he's not really been involved in the game, Rashford, too much. So if that's what you mean. What happened to the guys that used to show? Oh, there we go. Let me see this. Oh, that's an incredible header. That's an incredible header from Marcus Rashford. That's not a... I thought they meant that because like Salah kicked it off Robertson's leg or something for the goal. That is an insane header from Rashford. That's brilliant. Great cross. I think it's Koundé. What a header. That's brilliant. That's a proper striker's goal. 2-0 Sporting. That's a proper striker's goal from Rashford. Proper striker's goal. Brilliant goal. Good claim from Garcia. Brilliant. How good is this Garcia? I know he was a player of the year for Espanyol. He was getting carried off the pitch. I saw all his metrics were really strong, but I never watched Espanyol, so I don't know. I know he was linked with Arsenal as well as the potential understudy to Raya, but never materialised. If there's any La Liga watchers, let me know how good is this Garcia in goal. Such a good header. I didn't expect that from Rashford, you know. Rashford's not really known for headers. That was a brilliant header. Shocked. Oh. Bernardo. Here's Doku cutting in. Doku, where you going? Oh, Doku! Oh, man! Oh, damn! Damn, Doku! Damn! Oh, he's doing a lot as well in the camera. He's doing a lot. He said, yo, I'm that guy. He said, I'm that guy. He said, you see that guy? It's me. You see that guy you talk about? It's me. It's me. No, he looks like he looks like he means business. He said, yo, you saw what I saw? You saw what I did on the weekend? You see what I'm doing tonight? Receive, bang, left two for dead. I think Napoli here are showing their age, because I'm not going to lie, it's a great bit of dribbling, but why does it look like nobody even gets near him? Look. He's leaving people for dead. No one even gets near him. He nuts the keeper through the legs, 2-0. Maybe, I don't know if that's 10 men tax and they're just tired. They can't keep up. He went past them like they were elderly people, like they were in the old folks' home, pension, mortgage paid. Like it was too easy. First of all, he receives, he turns towards goal. I don't know if the Napoli players around him thought he was going to go back towards his own goal. I don't know why they didn't block off that possible exit point. And then the guy that faced him up in the box literally couldn't do a thing. And I feel maybe more sympathetic for him, because 1v1 with Doku in the box is it's not what you want. It's not where you want to be. But I feel like the guys that were near him when he received... Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, my God! Marcus Rashford! Oh, I'm not missing that goal! I'm not missing that goal! Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I mean about these games? They tried to do it again. Imagine if I was changing the score when Rashford did that. Because they like to copy each other. They like to copy. These two are copycats. They're copying each other. One goal goes in, another one goes in. Oh my, Marcus Rashford, take a bow. That is absolutely world class. He's hit that ball like he used to hit it when he was 18, 19. Foot through it, bang, up, dip, swerve, off the bar and in. Nick Pope's got no chance. He's been sent to the Shadow Realms. He's been sent to Pluto. He's gone. No, that's nasty work. Apparently Quenda scored. Oh, it's all going on now. I don't even have that game on anymore. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's 3-0. Let me see if I can get a glimpse. I see the celebrations. Are you going to give me a highlight? Are you going to give me a highlight? Quenda scored for Sporting, Chelsea player in 2026 this summer. He was meant to be going to Manchester United and Ruben Amorim. Didn't happen. I can't believe what Rashford's just done. They're not going to give me a highlight. It's 4-0. They're not going to give me a highlight. Rashford. Oh my days, Rashford. Oh my days, Rashford. 2 goals and both of them absolutely top draw. The header was brilliant. The long shot is even better. And it's on English soil as well. Right in front of the faces of Manchester United. Oi. He wants to be over there permanently. Apparently Quenda's done a madness, but I can't even... I need someone to show... I don't even think these comp accounts or these highlight accounts are even going to show it. They're going to be so focused on Rashford and Haarland, they're not even going to give me the Sporting. I need to see Quenda's goal, man. I can't believe that strike from Rashford. That is a belter. It's all kicking off, man. And this is it. This is what, at halftime we were saying, as soon as that first goal goes in for either of these teams, it's game over. Maybe Newcastle could have got back in it, but Napoli with 10 men, no chance. As soon as Man City got that first goal, game's finished. They're not coming back. They have no reply. They have no answer. They're getting cooked. They're capitulating. Newcastle, I'm a bit surprised. I'm a bit surprised that they've let the second in so quickly. But to be fair, that's individual brilliance. That's not even down to defending. They tried to show Rashford away from goal. He took a touch. He went away from goal. He took another touch. He was going away from goal again. Took another touch. Bang. Just decided to just lever it back where it came. Back to the other side. Can't do nothing about it as a defender. Quenda assists. What's going on with Quenda over there? Is he all right? Man's kicking up the Kazakhstan team like a crazy guy, Quenda's got... What's going on over there, bro? What's going on over there? He's got a goal. Apparently, he's got an assist as well. He has. He's got 2 key passes. Bro, what's going on? You see? Listen, I don't know too much about this guy, but I saw Elise-esque reverse passing. I'm certainly intrigued. You know, I like a winger that can pass the football, you know. That's why I fell in love with Sancho in the first place. I like a winger that can pass the football. And I don't know, man. I feel like, I don't know. I need to see more of this kid. I need to see this kid in action. But if he's going to start playing with culture, playing with charisma, playing with calmness and composure, then one of these wingers, one of these road runners are going to be in big trouble. And I ain't talking about Esteval. You know what I'm saying? One of these road runners are going to be in shit next summer. Because I like a cultured winger. Yeah, but I tried to tell him on Twitter, chat. I tried to tell him on Twitter. You see one of these wingers, whether it's Garnacho, whether it's Quenda, whether it's Neto, sorry, because really Gittins was so expensive that you'd assume that he's, you know, kind of safe at 55. You're not gonna get a profit on him in 1 year, and he's developing and he's 20, so you know they're probably gonna take their time. But let me tell you something, boy, one of these brothers are in trouble. And if they're not in trouble, someone else is in trouble for not letting this man come in and cook. If he's on violence, if he's on smoke, I want to see it. Listen. But yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. I need to see it against better opposition. Right now, he's kicking the Kazakh team while they're down. It's not very nice, I'll be real. Right now, he's kicking a team from Kazakhstan while they're down. I'm sorry. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. He's kicking them while they're down. So we're gonna put a pin in it. I'll see the highlights. I'll see if I can find the goal on Twitter and I'll describe it over to you. But right now they're not showing me no highlights. So I ain't seen nothing. I'm just seeing block capitals on Chelsea Twitter. People are moving mad. Because obviously it's one kid in our roster against another one. The striker, I'm guessing, has not had much service or much opportunities. I'm not sure. I think he's had like one shot. Tuchel's at Newcastle right now. That's the thing. Rashford's putting on this performance in front of Thomas Tuchel. It's not bad. It's not a bad day to do something when the national team coach is in the stadium. I'm fuming that I've missed this Quenda stuff though. But I couldn't not watch these two games, I'll be real. We had a KDB return and we got a Rashford demolition. Oh, just wide Rafinha. Could have been 3-0. Newcastle are getting cooked. Newcastle are getting cooked right now. They can't keep up anymore. I think they've given it. I think they've thrown in the towel. Man. Was he good? Yeah, considering the circumstances. That's good to hear, man. I'll try and find some. I'm gonna watch some highlights after these two games. I ain't got enough screens. I need to get a third screen, I think. I ain't got enough screens. Go on. I could have put it on my laptop, but I can never get this thing charged, man. My laptop's cooked. I need to get a new laptop. Thing don't charge anymore. I didn't think I'd need 3 screens. I completely forgot that game was going on. When you guys let me know earlier, you're like, oh, those two are up against each other. I was like, I didn't even know. I was so focused on these two games. But at least these two games have livened up in the second half, to be fair. You know? At least they've livened up. I can't believe I missed a header in real time, so I almost have to thank Rashford for doing another goal. just so I could see something, you know what I mean? Just so I could see something. Appreciate it, Rashi, man. Appreciate it. You've humbled Newcastle, who always got lip, always got a lot of mouth, and you've also allowed me to see a goal in this game, so I appreciate you right now. 6 screen setup coming. Facts. Gordon is stinky. It's tough. It's not easy out there. In the end, it's not worked out. They're coming. What? They're looking for the third. Oh, unlucky. I've enjoyed this second half, these two games. They gave us something. I wonder how Saeed's feeling about this Rashford masterclass. To be fair, Rashford wasn't having a good game before he started moving mad in front of goal. He wasn't really involved that much. I didn't really speak too much about him, but then, boom, he decided to do something twice. Frankfurt 4-1 up against Galatasaray. I swear Galatasaray spent quite a bit of money this summer. How can they be 4-1 down like this? Let me go look at their team. Rashford trying to get a hat-trick, guys. They got Gundogan, Leroy Sane. Boy. They're getting destroyed out there. He's having a meltdown. Is he crying? Oh, Saeed, don't cry. Don't cry, bro. There's no need to cry. There's no, hey. There's no need to be upset, Saeed. Why are you crying?
I'm not crying, bro. I'm not crying.
They're saying you're crying. On my stream, they're saying you got tears.
It's my chat that I'm moving mad.
They're saying you got tears in your eyes.
No, I'm cool, man. I'm just, we're here spectating, bro. Yo, we cry a lot already, man.
Nuruddin, are you crying?
Nah, never. I'm always laughing, King.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're always laughing. Saeed's always cussing you to be more serious.
That guy's always making me homeless, bro.
He's already kicking you out. Bro, you can't be laughing in a Manchester derby, bro. You're 3-0 down. You man are laughing.
Yo, he's gone because what else can we do? This is a dark season, man. This is a dark
It's dark, bro. Look at Liverpool. Look at Rashford. It's dark.
in the week, and then I've got to watch the rest of these players, who are at Man United, and then people are going to build their agendas, and I can't say nothing.
Saeed, if you know how it can get worse, Garnacho scores the winner against you on the weekend.
Oh, my God. Is he written in the stars, yeah?
I don't know. If he starts, to be fair, it doesn't really matter if he starts because it looks like he'll be better off the bench anyway. But if that happens, if that happens, you will never hear the end of it. If that happens, you two are finished.
We're in trouble right now. This season is dark, bro.
You two are
We don't have
finished.
control over nothing, and our players are not doing anything because the manager ain't doing anything, and United are not doing anything. So we're in trouble, bro. There's nothing.
Liverpool are winning games late.
Everywhere, bro.
100% record.
You know what, Metis? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was one of those that was alive and kicking. Probably 199.
Yeah.
Liverpool, I've got that type of United 99.
Bro, that they've got that inevitability about them.
We scored so many late goals.
Yeah.
I know. And the treble became possible because we scored so many late goals. Yeah.
The game's never over.
They're scoring goals.
Yeah.
They're never over. But honestly, I thought your boys were a bit unlucky last night. I thought that the first half you got bullied. I thought second half you come into the game, and I thought, honestly, is a Mancunian that stayed in your life, by the way. Put some respect on Manchester, because without that boy Palmer, I don't know where you would be, boy.
Yeah, he's a big player for us, man. He's a big player for us. We faded, but look, it's match day 1, isn't it? So it is what it is.
Yeah, no, there's still long to
There's
go.
a long way to go. I don't have an issue with us qualifying. It's just we need to pattern up.
Listen, Saeed, I was always going on about Petro. What a player. Last night, shameful of that referee, the amount of reducers they gave it to him.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich, man, were taking in turns to slap him down.
Yeah.
They were getting,
The main player.
they were taking him out.
Yeah, bro. This is what I'm saying. João Pedro, when he drops deep, he wins fouls. He wins duels. He clears the ball defensively. The guy carries. He dribbles. Bro, he's a good player. But that's the position I initially thought he'd play when I was looking at him, when I was watching him back. But
Yeah, when you were looking at him just behind the striker.
yeah.
Him and Palmer, 2 number 10s, yeah?
Well, I would have had Palmer on the right then, back where he was. I mean, Palmer on the right last night was brilliant. He had way more space. He was receiving on the right. He had the Gusto overlap, and he scored. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if in my head,
Honestly, that second goal there, the pass from that kid in midfield, that was like inches. It was inches.
yeah.
And I think Bayern would have got nervous. Yeah.
In my this is why I said we didn't need Garnacho. In my head, you got Neto and you already signed Gittins. You got Palmer, Esteval on the right. You got Pedro in the 10 with this whoever was. It was meant to be Simmons and Lopez. It ended up being Buonanotte. And then you have 2 strikers, Delap and someone else. That was what was in my head.
Chelsea. There's somebody inside Chelsea just loves wingers, man.
Brother, I was cooking, bro. What I had in my head, I was cooking. On God, I was cooking. But these men are not serious.
Nah, they're not serious. You need strikers more than you need wingers.
Huh?
You need strikers more than you need
Bro.
wingers. That's
Oh, Ferran Torres. He cost a lot, man. I remember when City sold him. Nasty work.
He's a good player, though. For Barcelona, he's been banging in, mate. My guy, honestly. He's been banging in goals.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant
We gotta play them at home.
Captain is limping. He's got a car.
You know we gotta play Barca at home. And we got Jose Mourinho coming to Stamford Bridge in 2 weeks.
Yeah. That's gonna be crazy return that.
Bro, it's gonna be mad.
Yo, listen, my guy, Rashford down.
Rashford's down.
He might be off.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this. Off the ball. Let's have a look at this. See this. Let's have a look at this. It might be a red card. No, actually, just that's nothing. That's nothing. Rashford's shameless, man. Get off, man. Yeah, he's all right, man. He's shameless, man. Get off. Slapped him in the face. He slapped him in the face. My guy went down like he got knocked out by Tyson, man. Danny Olmo coming on. Yo, my guy thought he got hit. 2 goals and the header was cold. Did you see the header?
Bro, do you know what? Yeah, I was trying to change the score because my score was messed up, so I missed the header in real time. The header's mad.
Yeah, the header's mad, and then the finish.
The second goal is insane. Look at that second goal. Oh my days, man. That's the kind of goal you score on FIFA.
Triangle.
Yeah.
You see how he's been taken on a hat trick for him. He's taking him off.
Yeah, he's done that. He's done that in front of Tuchel as well for England national team.
Yeah, Tuchel's there, man.
Yeah.
You're the pan the camera to Tuchel straight away.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? These 2 games have been so predictable. This is exactly how these Napolis and Newcastles were gonna set up.
Yeah, 100%. But I feel for me, Newcastle, they were unlucky the first half, man. They had chances, man.
Yeah, they had more than Napoli. Once Napoli went down to 10 men, it was over. Saeed, do you remember when I was saying on the Big Six to Tobes, Pep needs to be more like pragmatic, play like more direct, push the line a bit deeper. I look back at the stats, yeah, the 3-0 win, you guys had more possession than them. And obviously Haaland's always getting in behind because they're dropping the line a bit. Look, tonight, bro, in behind, red card straight away.
Yeah,
None of this tiki-taka stuff, bro, direct.
Yeah, he's got to do it. All due respect, though, bro, the reason why we had more possession is because after it was 2-0, City gave us the ball.
Yeah, true.
And when they went 3-0, they were just like completely.
Yeah. But
They went to back 5.
But I think they found Haaland.
Give us the ball and go. We know you're not going to create Jack.
But they found Hairline in behind against you lot more times than they did in all the last season. I've never seen this man running last season like that.
Never.
He barely runs in behind last season.
Barely.
Peak. Oh.
Yeah, they never. It's mad. To be fair, there's still time if Newcastle to get one back. Yeah, to get one back, but I think it's done, man. It's like the confidence is gone from them.
It's done. Barcelona will keep it now.
Barcelona keeping this, and you know what? They're all going like one and like. That's not haircut from Savio, man. That's some shit haircut. Listen, forget that content, that wig. That 2-piece is incredible. That 2-piece of Conte's is incredible, mate.
Bro, they ruined the narrative for this game. They had.
When I was a kid, my guy was doing a Bobby Charlton comb over. This is Conte, yeah. When he was playing, yeah. When I was a kid, I remember my guy doing a comb over, coming to Old Trafford with Juventus doing a comb over, Bobby Charlton days. And now, look at the 2-piece, bro. Yeah. 2-piece is unbelievable. Yeah. He's got the best wig in the world. He's wearing a wig. That Antonio Conte, he's wearing a wig.
Oh dear.
Yo, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you, the league winner. Chelsea league.
I don't mind, bro. He tried to sue us anyway, so it is what it is. And then he went to go manage Tottenham as well. So.
Yeah, that's mad. My guy took you to court. I forgot.
Bro, everyone takes us to court, man. I swear. Elise, Crystal Palace take us to court. Conte take us to court. Bro, everybody, UEFA take us to court. Everybody take us to court, man.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, but you know what, Betsy? At least nobody's taking your medical department to court.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
What a ball. What a ball. Oh yeah, Twanzebe. Yeah, that was a ball. That was a switch. And imagine this is all of this without Yamal as well. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's out injured.
How long is he out for?
I'm not even sure.
A couple of weeks. Got some problems down below. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's been partying.
Can't specify.
He's been.
Yo, good luck to the kid, man. Easy. Easy.
Easy. Ain't easy. Ain't easy.
Yo, he needs to, you know what? He needs that cold, you know that sponge, you know that bucket, that cold water bucket.
Yeah.
Hey, chill. Yo. You know what hey, yo. Run in, he say, yo, I got it. Why for that? Big up, man. Big up. If you know, you know, mate. If you know, you know.
Oh.
That dude is spongy to that. Yo, that's what it used to be. You're getting hit by Mike and Delta down there. Oh, my God. Man's sweating, man. He used to be, get the bucket and the sponge. Brian. Get it, Brian. You always have somebody called Brian. He was part of the, like, they were the coach on the Sunday league. You always have somebody called Brian. You got the bucket. Get some water. Apply that.
Oh my God.
Start doing some stretches, lad. Get up.
Nah, this accent's on point.
Yeah. That's crazy. Get up. You are playing too many Sunday league games, man. I can't lie.
What position did you play?
Midfield, bro. Centre midfield.
Boy, that's a task.
I had, bro, energy, mate.
But bro, you wear glasses, so what was your vision saying?
No, my vision was non-stop, bro. Honestly, I used to get bet more from setting up goals than scoring them.
What? So you could scan no problem. Peripheral vision's on.
I could scan, mate. I could put it off here on the top. The modern day Yaya Toure. You know what? I used to practice, outside of the boot, we used to slice the ball through the line.
Oi.
Onto the running strike. I used to do that.
Damn.
Modern day Yaya Toure, mate. Like there was nobody, man. I used to carry the ball, bro.
Oi.
Carry the ball for the team, and then Somali Fernandinho. I wasn't that skillful, but I was a ball carrier, straight. But my biggest thing was you couldn't get away from me, man.
So you're Somalian Mateo Kovacic.
You thought you beat me once, you ain't beating me twice. Man said McTominay.
Nah. He sounds techier than that. He sounds like a Somali Mateo Kovacic. Oh, over the bar.
Man, I think it's been good, to be fair. To be fair, Rafael Lopez, your guy, they're pushing.
It's not even my guy, bro. We were never gonna get him. Some nonsense. Gaslighting the fan base, thinking that we're going to get Fermin Lopez. We never put in a serious bid. They did the same thing they did with Mike Maignan, put in some half-baked bid. Some 40 million euro nonsense.
I know, especially last season as well. He's got some big goals for them, man. Why would they want to sell him?
They wouldn't. That's the thing. They wouldn't want to sell him. He doesn't want to leave. We never bid enough. It's pointless conversation.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
The only one was Xavi Simons. That's the one we could have actually got done, but we didn't do it.
Yeah. And now he's at Spurs.
Yep. And he better be he better flop.
Also, Alien Tenno, man, he loves that kid. Big up Tariq said, my brother, let your dusty club free Cobby. Get out of it, Tariq, man. Big up Tariq, though, man.
Let me see the chat.
I heard the rumours that City are looking at Kobe, but I'm like, nah, they will never get Kobe, man. Yeah,
I'm not thinking about Barcelona, chat. I'll be honest.
But that's the thing, though. Why would you want to back the manager over these quality players, man? Crazy. Yo, Matisse, what are you thinking Saturday? Seriously, what are you thinking?
I'm not thinking.
But with their record, I wouldn't expect them to be that confident, man.
I'm not thinking about it right now. I'll be honest. I'm not thinking too much. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna try to think where I find Quenda's goal on the timeline.
No, I wasn't that. I promise you, I was a centre midfielder, man. I was more of a defensive midfielder, but I could pass the ball.
Let me see.
At the end of the day, I just look at your record there, and something's got to give. I said United downfall when Man United moved into this flat. But even when I was in Stockport, bro, we were getting battered. We're getting battered everywhere. We're getting battered everywhere.
Boy.
It's not about fault, people. No, this is prestigious business. We're getting battered. There we go, Newcastle.
Ball in. Oh! There's life in the old dog.
I said it. They get one.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be interesting.
Gordon. They were cussing him out in the chat. Calling him all sorts of names. Yeah, true. But, you know. Hairline for life.
You know, it wasn't actually a good finish as well, when he deep it. He fumbled it, but he got it.
He got there in the end. It's one of those ones you just pray it goes in. He prayed. When that ball left his boot, he prayed it went in. Because I'm telling you, he knew. Yeah, one of those. Oh, You're not too sure.
He placed it. Look, he placed it.
Yeah, he placed it. He's not too sure.
Anthony Gordon, man, with a headband, man. Yo, 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Boy.
Boy.
7 minutes. I don't think that is. Oh yeah, to be fair, it's for the what do you call it? The concussion injury, and then the
Can there be a comeback?
They'll just keep the ball, man. Barcelona are clever, man. Watch this. They have to just stretch it and then try and keep the ball and get fouls.
Boy.
Yeah, Murphy's so underrated, man. Oh. They should throw Liverpool now. Blood. Yeah, listen. Liverpool would have been 3-2 this game.
Yeah, I'm done thinking Liverpool drop points.
Yeah, bro. Time wasting now. Barcelona employing the old school tactics, mate. Yeah. Time wasting.
Right, Saeed, I'll chat to you on Big Six, yeah? Big up Nuruddin as well.
Bro, man, big up the Chiefs, man.
Big up, brothers. Love. Yeah. Bro, it's going to be... Imagine there's some stinky... Imagine if it ends up being a stinky 0-0 after all this. Every time these two teams face off, we all get excited. We all think, oh, this is... And it ends up being a 0-0. Right, James here says, I hate when that Claire Balding looking rat scores pace and passion merchant quit on the homegrown club. On his home club. Oh. Yeah, you really don't like Gordon, innit? Is that because he was at Everton? Is that who you're talking about? I think it is. The hums don't work, guys. It doesn't work. It doesn't just work for any team, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. The hums don't work for every game. It's only Liverpool games it works. I've tested it out when I'm in my own domain, just watching without watch-alongs. I've tested it out a couple times. It doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work. They're trying it. So City have won. Yeah, it was without the hum, innit? Yeah, it was without the hum yesterday because I was preoccupied with Chelsea, but they still done it anyway, so we need to be there. Right, so we've only got a couple minutes left in this Barcelona game. Man City have won by 2-0. I'm still trying to find this Quenda goal, man. Because I'm not going to lie, yeah, with the winger options that we have, I need this guy to be a baller. Because I know one of my wingers are going to piss me off this season. I don't know which one, but I know one of them will. So I need someone else. That Rashford goal is sensational. Absolutely sensational. Are you going to... Why are they not showing any of the sporting goals on this page? They're doing Frankfurt. This is big team bias at its very worst, guys. Someone must have clipped this up, man. Newcastle haven't got the ball and they're running out of time. Oh, I'm seeing Quenda's goal. Oh, what a goal. He's jinky-majinky past a couple players, cutting on the left foot, put it in the bottom corner. I have to put an asterisk on it a little bit because I don't know how good that Kazakhstan team really is. But boy, good to see, man. Received it on the right. Jinky-majinky, cut in. Boom. Beautiful. I need me that. I need me some of that. I need some of that. I need some of that, chat. Yeah, it's peak. This guy's coming in and one of these men need to move. It's up to them which one it will be, but one of them need to move. I can tell. You know what it is, yeah? This is why when it comes to wingers, I don't really have time for the whole copium-hopium thing. You can see a baller from a mile away on the wing. Genuinely, you can see a baller from a mile away on the wing. If they haven't demonstrated it, they probably don't have it. It's not really about age. Because the younger you are in this position, the more electric you are, the less injured you've been, the less hits you've taken. This is not like a defender where you're going to improve as you get older with more experience, more awareness. If you're a winger and you got talent, you're going to show us pretty early. Hence Rio. You know, at Liverpool, you're going to show us pretty early because what are you really waiting for as a winger? You're waiting until you hit your prime. You're someone that's quick. You're someone that needs to be quick over 10 yards, 5 yards. You're explosive. you're unpredictable, you're tricky, and the more injuries you collect, and the more games you play, and the more burnout you take, the worse you get. So what are we really waiting for? It doesn't really make any sense. It's the one position where young players might actually be the way, but you got to pick the right ones. Couple minutes left. Shot deflected over the bar. There's no way Newcastle are getting this equaliser. They don't have it. They don't have it in them. They haven't shown enough in this game going forward. They haven't had enough of the ball. They still can't get enough of the ball now. Like, there's no way Barcelona are throwing this game. They're just not. They're not throwing this game. Yeah. Barcelona are in control. Sorry, I didn't change the score. I'll be honest, the scores are just all over the shop today. I'm not equipped. It's a big mess. 30 seconds to go. I've played my wild card in the FPL. I'm done. If you're in the Discord, you'll see in the FPL server. Discord link is in the description if you want to join the Discord. But in the Discord, in the FPL channel, chat, I've put my team from last week. That is not the same team. I'll put my team in this week, but I've played the wild card. I've done a madness. Because my team last week got like 34 points. And I said, yeah, I'm done. I've had enough. I don't know what's going on here, but we're not having it any longer. I had to move mad. Referee's going to blow the final whistle in a minute. Newcastle got about, they ain't even got the quality, man. They ain't got the quality. Referee's going to blow the whistle in a minute. Their best chance today really is set pieces. Crosses, set pieces, free kicks, long throws, which I don't really feel like I've even really seen too much of. Yeah, I've still got Palmer in it. I didn't take him out. I had to change a lot of players, though. Long throw from Newcastle. It's the last chance. Cleared. Shot. Saved. Game over. Game over. Final whistle's going to get blown. Newcastle losing at home to Barcelona. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have enough, man. They didn't have enough in the end. They didn't have enough junk in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have enough. Yeah. Good game. Second halves, both the games, much better in the second half because we got some goals. We had a lot more action. We had a lot more entertainment. But it felt like a formality when the first goals went in. Because the clear quality differential on the ball is there. So it's like, unless you're going to hit them on set pieces, you're going to hit them on the break, you're going to hit them on crosses, you're going to hit them on corners, you're going to hit them on free kicks, long throws, you're not really going to open them up. It's a shame. It's a shame it was as predictable as it was in terms of a spectacle, but we did kind of already know what we were in for in regards to the setup for both Napoli and Newcastle. The 10 men killed the game at the Etihad. There was no way back from the moment that Manchester City went, Napoli went down to 10 men. There was no way back for them. They were never going to get back in the game. Everton, they call us bitter blues for a reason. Big up James. Yeah. Yeah, you guys don't play around. You're after Liverpool and after all your former players. Let me see what else is going on in the chat. Elite game management for Barcelona. Pedri's a baller. Is Pedro a complete footballer right now? Whoa. Which Pedro are you talking about? Most complete footballer in the world. Relax. Yeah, I've seen the Quenda goal now. Brilliant goal from Quenda. Really, really good goal. They tried the hums. You see, you don't want to just use the hums whenever you think the hums the hum don't work like that, chat. You can't just be humming whenever you want. It don't work like that, chat. It don't work like that. I'm 100% hums. I'm on 100% hum rate right now. Every hum I've done it's been effective. I've got 100% hum conversion rate. You know what I'm saying? I know when the hum is ready to be activated. It's not here. It's not here. Why Chelsea always struggle to beat Newcastle? Because we do. We don't fare well at St James's Park. We struggle. We struggle with the physicality recently. We struggle with sometimes rotating teams in cup games when you really can't afford to rotate when you go to Newcastle, which we found out the hard way. That's our bogey ground. We have a few of them. That's one of them. Same with Old Trafford. I can't tell you why we can't beat Man United at Old Trafford either. Can't explain it to you. But we can't. Rashford gets man of the match, rightly so. Rashford's goals today, if you haven't seen them, if you're just checking in late or you was watching a different game, you need to go back and watch Rashford's goals. Rashford's goals today were absolutely top shelf stuff. Absolute top shelf. The header's fantastic. The second goal with the long shot's even better. Even better. They managed the game after that. And they just said, yeah, we're just going to run it. They've got too many good midfielders on the ball that can keep it and keep things ticking. That they're never going to allow you to come all the way back into a game like that. I know defensively last season they were having a couple shockers in the Champions League against Benfica and against Inter Milan. But I didn't get that sense that would happen here today. It just didn't look on the cards. Newcastle didn't have enough. They didn't have enough. And for City, Foden. Is Foden gonna be back to a level that is respectable, a level that we recognise? Because again, against Manchester United, he was much better. He was brilliant. You know, he was involved. He was effective. And then today, it's a great assist for Hairline. It's a brilliant assist, and he was good again today, especially up against that low block. Napoli parked it. Very difficult to get past. Very difficult to breach. It was his moment of magic for the first goal that broke it. So I'm very interested to see how Foden is this season. And I think I said last week, Foden is probably the player under the most pressure at City right now because Reinders is in his first season. Cherki's injured in his first season. Mamouche, he's injured, but he already kind of showed a bit more last season than Foden. He was pretty effective. Haaland doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. Doku's still young, and even he's stepping up recently. But I don't even know if I want to say Doku's young because Doku's at the same age as many others that are getting judged more harshly. But Doku doesn't feel like someone that should be your main man. He feels like he's your weapon, like he's your outlet. He's your guy that you know exactly what you get and what you don't, and you kind of use him for certain situations. Foden's meant to be the face of the club. He's meant to be the main man. He has to step up. He was player of the year a couple of years ago. He has to step up. And Savinho was always almost on the way out. So big season for Foden, man. Especially for England as well. You got all those places people are vying for: Bellingham, Palmer, all of the wingers, all of the options, loads and loads of players in those positions behind Kane. And the midfield, Rice. Anderson's fighting for it now. So it's competitive. If he wants to be at the World Cup and he wants to play, he's gonna need to be on smoke. Let's see what else is going on in the chat before we wrap up. Yeah, Rashford's happy, man. Rashford's done a great job today. I think we've gone for everything. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. All right, cool. Sterling's in the bomb squad. So you won't see him until January if he decides to move club. Cool. All right. Yeah, as soon as Newcastle scored, Pedri just started demanding the ball. Nobody could take the ball away from him. Facts. Pedri is a leader. He's a leader in that team. He's young, but Pedri is a leader in that team. In possession, Pedri is the leader in the team. He's the one that dictates. He's the one that gets the ball. He's the one that is the most similar to the Xavis, the Iniestas, the guys that came through La Masia and, wowed everybody. He's the guy. he's from that mold, you know. Fermin Lopez is a bit different. Gavi was a bit different. They're more, more of an engine on them. Obviously, De Jong, he's come from an Ajax upbringing, so he's always going to have a little bit of tech there as well. But Pedri is like the proper La Masia midfielder, I would say. Great to watch, man. So we're going to wrap up tomorrow. I'm doing a preview of Saeed. I'm going to Manchester, so we're going car park for that. So look out for that. It will come out same day because we ain't got much time. There's not much time before the game, Saturday. So there'll be content up tomorrow. And Big Six is on now, 10:30. And you know where the watch-alongs are. So that's that. I will see you guys on Big Six in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Until then, big up your damn selves. In a bit, people. Peace.